Any of our park rangers now.
All right, so welcome to Call of Cthulhu. I'm Kyle, your keeper of arcane lore, and I'm going to kill Eli tonight.
Please don't.
So after your guys' last adventures in the haunted forests of Virginia, no, Vermont. Was it Vermont or Virginia?
Vermont.
I run it and I can't even remember. Idiot.
Okay.
You guys are back home, and you all happen to catch a newspaper article in the Arkham Gazette. The headline is American Publisher Vanishes from Renovated Club. The disappearance confounds police. Dundee, Scotland. Police are calling for the help of farmers and tenants northeast of the city after the disappearance of Mr. Arthur Macmillan. Recently of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Mr. Macmillan, age 64, moved into Crowwood Hall, north of Abernathy, with his wife, Crystal Macmillan, in May of this year. Shortly after their arrival, Mr. Macmillan bought the derelict Thistledown Golf Club and began renovations with plans of reopening the club the following year. On September 14th, Mr. Macmillan left Crowwood Hall at noon to visit the renovation site. Throughout the course of the day, numerous workmen and the site foreman, Mr. Cameron Nairn, met or saw Mr. Macmillan, but at the end of the day, Mr. Macmillan's car remained parked outside the club with Mr. Macmillan himself nowhere to be seen. After a search of the premises, Mr. Nairn telephoned the Dundee police and Mrs. Macmillan directly. After 48 hours and a detailed investigation at the Thistledown Club, police have officially declared Mr. Macmillan missing. Detective Inspectors William Black and Michael McAndrew are now requesting farmers, tenants, and townfolks in Abernathy and nearby townships to report any sighting of an American man in his early 60s of average height and build, with thinning white hair, wearing a navy tweed suit, and using a cane topped with a silver ram's head. Miss Macmillan is offering a substantial reward for the information leading to Mr. Macmillan's safe return. Coincidentally, you have also all been contacted by Mrs. Macmillan.
Does she know us?
She has heard of your grand recovery of the young woman in the forests of Virginia, and would like to fly or boat you all to Scotland to assist her in the recovery of her husband.
Hey there, might be able to find my missing fiance.
Apparently we're cool.
I'm on a boat and it's
called if you
going
bang on a
fast
boat at
and
sea?
Does this mean we're popular?
What's what?
What's it called? If you
Hell
You
yeah.
got the Mile High Club. What do you got
Shit.
for it?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Hell yeah, we are. We're the best.
So, you guys, you have
the wrist.
till tomorrow morning to get your stuff in order, but she has tickets awaiting for you
Nautical Mile Club.
Yeah.
on an ocean liner. It is in the North American dock, and it will be going to Glasgow in the morning.
Beep, beep.
Is there anything you guys would like to do before we set off, or would you just like to move your booties over to Scotland?
I'm just part of the group at this point.
Yep, you're one of the guys.
That's fine. I say we just get our butts over to Scotland and get to the action. This is Pulp Cthulhu.
We just need to remember to get snacks and currency before we exchange some item for an atlas.
Miss Macmillan has
would
offered
never
to
do
provide everything you need: money, food, transportation, lodging. She wants you there ASAPCA.
So she
What-
would provide us with like weapons if we had some as well?
Well, probably gonna have to get your own weapons, but
What
she
kind of food?
Mangy.
whatever food you want. Mostly porridge and potatoes at Scotland.
Fingers and mash.
Your mints and tatties.
I guess.
I mean, got a good night's sleep.
All right, so we just
sleep on the boat.
Oh,
We'll just sleep on the boat.
are
going
we just
fast. ain't
going?
it? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So it's only a 3-day boat ride, which would mean at this point Macmillan has been missing for 5 days upon your arrival to Glasgow.
clock is ticking.
You guys get a free pass
Dum
through
dum.
customs. Being Americans, they're not going to ruffle your feathers any. your weapons have all been arranged to be brought in as hunting weapons and not firearms. So no issues there.
These
lightning
knuckles
gun.
don't need no permits.
There's a large black car waiting for you with a little Scottish man driving it, and he will take you all the way to Dundee and then to Crowwood Hall. So Dundee, which is the closest town to the Dundee or to the Crowwood Hall, is dominated mostly by industrial things. It's not much of a town. It's kind of nasty. If you guys would like to pick anything up while you're in town, this is the only major town you're going to go through now before you get to her.
Glasgow.
Yeah, well, to her home.
Should we just get a bunch of dynamite?
I already have dynamite.
Dynamite is good to have.
So we're looking for. A
So
missing
we should
woman,
get
right?
somebody responsible
missing
to
man.
have dynamite.
Missing man.
Hey,
64-year-old man.
I have extensive experience with
So,
dynamite.
so from what
hey, I am
we know, he
responsible.
disappeared.
Yeah, you always.
You guys don't know anything right now. You haven't even made
I
it
have
to
5
her
sticks of
house yet.
dynamite.
Just
Well,
that he's missing.
He's missing, and he went to this golf course. And his car
Well, I
was
think
left
Well,
outside.
no, he was renovating a
Yes,
golf
and
course.
they
Oh,
should
he was
also pick up
renovating
some
the golf
fucking,
course.
Yep.
And so it never
flashlights
came
or some
out to his
shit,
car.
some sort
Correct.
of light
Okay.
source. We always seem to need that.
I think we need disguises.
Trying to make it work,
In a
Jeff.
small town in Scotland.
Appreciate
you
ya.
find them.
The clothing
What's
store,
happening?
'cause I need to dress like a
There's
civilian.
a clothing store here.
Oh, Jeff
Probably.
just said he likes the camera
So it's
setup.
just like russet sacks.
That's how we need to dress then.
Is our audio delightful?
I mean, it looks to be delightful. Yeah, if our audio's bad, please tell me.
So do we like
I
our
guess
the
it
way we're
shows up.
dressed? Do we kind of stick out like a, you know?
No, you're dressed the same as everybody here.
Okay, we're
It's
fine.
1925. Like, there's not
There's
a big
one
cultural
clothing
difference
style.
between America and Scotland. They're not wearing dresses or kilts or anything.
So we do not need to like blend in, is what I'm saying.
Slacks,
No.
leather jacket.
I mean, you're not here like hiding from anybody.
I know, but I don't think we should like. You know,
Well, I mean, this is
attract
just a small
attention.
stop on the way to the main stop, and we should just get supplies like you say.
Yeah, I mean, and you can always. It's only a 30-minute drive, so you can come back into this town if need be.
I would assume like since we have our weaponry already, like we'd all probably want ammo just to make sure we're all full on.
I don't make you guys have ammo. If
We
I'm
have
gonna,
ammo.
if I'm gonna kill you, I'm gonna kill you. It doesn't matter how many bullets you have.
We have ammo. We're ammoed up.
Ammoed up. Okay.
We have the boomsticks too.
Can I get a sheath for my machete?
Let me turn it up a tiny bit.
Should have thought of
All
that
right.
before you left.
Should have thought of that before you left, Bonnie. Where are you gonna hide a machete now?
Oh, can I get something to tie it so it just sits on my back? I want a sheath for my machete.
Sure, you
Machete.
can have a machete sheath.
Wait, can I have one too?
Yes.
Easy.
Well, okay.
All right. So are we just heading to the hall? Is that our or
is
to
there
the?
is there any actual kind of store here? Do you think?
There's a general store, and I mean there are like, it's an industrial city, so there's hunting stores and camping. Well, maybe not.
Do they have
camping, but
grenades and landmines?
They do
We don't
not.
want that.
I
They
have-
do not. Although
That
you could
would be
probably go out and
great.
find some because we're just recently after World War. Well, it's been a while, but
And we
Yeah.
have a rope, right? We agreed on that. That we have a rope.
So I have.
I have a bullwhip.
Indiana Jones.
Huh?
I have a bullwhip. You can do whatever you want with rope.
Well, I have $60 as cash, and I have $10 spending money. Will that be? You think that'd be enough to get a decent amount of supplies in this little town?
yeah.
Okay.
I have my body for trade.
Well, I actually do want to pick up some supplies. Rope.
Go ahead and write it down. I'm not even going to charge you. She will cover everything you guys want.
Rope.
Yeah, I'm assuming we can get basic supplies, or we probably would have.
I mean, she's not going to buy you a flamethrower, but
But rope.
I would like
matches.
some good whiskey.
What
just
about
saying.
a rocket launcher?
we're a little before that. But
If we ask nicely about a
Then we give them
flamethrower,
I mean, you could probably get one of your gearheads to create one.
wow, nice.
Yeah, we probably could create something incendiary. Yes.
Just put it on the edge of
A grenade launcher.
your plunger.
Boot knife. How about that?
You ever drink
A
Bailey's
small
from a
knife?
boot?
Huh?
Yeah, you get a boot knife. They do a D6 of damage with no DB.
Okay.
Small blade.
I feel like every mechanic needs a boot knife.
Can we get some drugs? I'm just kidding. I don't want to.
I mean, opium's like free use right now, so you can even drink in this country.
that was a different campaign
Yeah, that was.
and a different character.
Very different character.
We'll take some of both. You never know.
All right, so after your little vacation stop here, would you just like to go to the estate?
Straight to the source.
All right,
Straight
so
to the estate.
Crowwood Hall is a Scottish mansion built in 1768 and extended in 1855 to include 16 rooms over 3 floors. Your approach to the house is a tree-lined private drive just over a mile long, 1.6 kilometers
Goodness.
specifically.
Thank you.
It connects to the nearest road, which runs directly into Dundee. The property is bounded on all sides by either farmland or forest. The nearest town is Abernathy, roughly 5 miles due south of the hall. When you guys arrive, you are met at the door by the butler. He will introduce himself as Craig.
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 You notice a groundskeeper working kind of off in the, trees and whatever flower pots. He's over by a stable, which would appear to be recently renovated into a garage.
Fancy.
With a car in it.
I would want to see that.
So when you guys come up to the butler, he's going to introduce himself. Hello, I'm Craig. Let me take you in and get you settled for Mrs.
Come on, Craig.
Macmillan.
Come on, Greg.
Is there anything I can get you right away?
Yeah, I heard you have good whiskey. On some of that. It was a long trip.
I'll take some tea.
Yeah, first off, a drink would be nice.
First off, whiskey is American piss. We serve Scotch here in Scotland.
That's true.
My bad. I thought that was whiskey.
Your Americanism is forgiven.
I'll take the scotch.
Don't.
So
Don't
6
mind my
scotches and
companion.
6 teas. Got it.
Don't
I'll be
mind
right
shit,
back.
Beer.
6 scotches and 6 teas.
So as we sip our
And a beer for
excellent
everyone to
scotch,
wash it down.
Wait for our benefactor.
So internally, the house exhibits kind of an eclectic mixture of modern and traditional styles. It's kind of a romantic interior. It's kind of like, it's charming for being Scottish. Are you guys doing anything? You're kind of in their little like waiting room area. Is there anything you'd like to do, or you just want to sit on the really comfy chairs and hang out?
Oh, we see around us. It'll be nice to
Look for clues if she.
Investigate the room.
All
kind
right.
of like family pictures,
There is a family picture.
Okay. What is it?
Well, it's not a family picture. It's a picture
two.
of Arthur by himself.
By himself. Okay.
Are there any pictures of them together?
There are a few on the walls. Yes. There's just one on her like desk. It's not really a desk. It's like a nightstand type thing next to the couch you're sitting on, and it's of him wearing a gray like tweed suit, little top hat. If anybody would like to roll psychology on the picture, they can.
I'm
good
good
at
at
these
things.
Ooh.
Regular pass.
Oh,
Crit. 6.
I have a. Hold on.
Susie can tell immediately that the guy in this picture is irritated with the fact that he is wherever he is. But he's just forcing a smile.
That is not authentic.
Guy's full of shit.
Yep, exactly.
Trouble in Paradise.
Question mark?
She did it.
She wouldn't call us.
That's yeah.
She
Probably
knows we're
something
too
probably should
good.
say in the foyer of the person who I was with.
Oh, maybe he's just a grump. Never know.
Maybe she's a grump.
He's Scottish, of course.
All right, so Craig is going to walk back into the room he's got a big ass silver tray, and it's got 6 shots of, there's 6 low balls of scotch, equal size, some kind of beer or ale, and then also cups of tea.
All right.
Go for the scotch.
Scotch and beer.
Chug.
He's going to walk around to all of you and expect you to drink.
Yep.
Do you want expect. I mean, I don't. I'm just
So
grabbing
now I
it
don't
and
want to.
chugging
Now
it.
that he's expecting me to drink, now I don't
Yeah.
want to.
How is
Can I
it?
do one of those where I just kind
I'm
of like throw it to my
suspicious.
side over my shoulder?
You can do whatever you want.
I'm
Roll
doing
sleight
that.
of hand.
Oh.
Yeah, that's gonna be pretty damn noticeable. Right on the
Oh, I
carpet.
can do it maybe.
All right.
That was great.
15.
I'm gonna start with the beer.
You're 10. So you could use less words, but I don't know if it's worth it.
So you do that, and he looks at you like,
What was that?
that's older than your entire country.
Well, now it's on the floor.
Americans. Respect nothing.
And then there
Would you
was
like a
one-
tour of the house before I take you up to the parlor?
Sure. I'll set down my
how's the
beer and
scotch?
my scotch and my tea and go on the tour.
I'm taking the beer
how's
with
the
me.
scotch, by the way?
It's the most amazing thing you've ever drank.
So if somebody doesn't drink it, I'm taking another one.
Are you diving behind?
I'm not
Catching the-
diving, but I'm gonna take Blue's scotch if Blue doesn't drink.
I thought he
We
did.
just got invited to go on this tour.
Yeah, I'm going to, but I just want
He's
more
gonna
scotch.
geek out on the house first.
She's gotta get her drink
All
on.
right, I'm gonna punch her full on in the mouth for that extra scotch.
More
You're
scotch.
gonna have to fight me for it.
All right, so he's going to take you around the library and other principal rooms containing original decorative plaster. There's dark oak paneling, marble fireplaces. The halls are all freshly painted and decorated with white fluted pilaster columns. The ornate central staircase accessing all 3 floors is furnished with wide timber banisters that glisten with waxy polish. All in all, the mansion is a very impressive affair. To the left of the staircase, Keating opens up the door to the parlor and directs you inside. As you guys go in, you see Crystal sitting at her desk. This is Mrs. Macmillan. And she looks up kind of like, when she kind of studies all of you, you can kind of see her kind of, settle back in like, oh. Like she was expecting her husband to walk in or something.
Expecting someone else, Mrs. McMillan?
Mm-hmm. I've been waiting for my husband here since he went missing.
Well, that's
What
why
can you
we're
tell
here.
us about that?
Yeah, that's why we're here.
How was your trip? How was your journey here? I hope it wasn't.
Smooth sailing.
Rainy and choppy. Now, can we get down to business?
Is there anything you want before we? Would you like some scotch, some tea?
Yes, please. Scotch is good.
More scotch would be nice.
Susie likes her scotch.
Craig. 6 scotches.
I have a feeling me and Craig are gonna become dear friends.
6 scotches, but what are the other people going to drink?
Craig hustles
I like
out real
you.
quick, and he brings back 5 scotches, and he hands one to everybody, and just kind of skips over.
Can I reach out and grab somebody else's and just...
No.
You'll have to make opposing dex checks.
Whose are you taking?
Opposing decks is that...
So you'll
Just-
have to roll
just
your
dex
dex, and they will
against
have to
somebody
roll their
else's
dex.
I'm gonna go for Eli's. What's your character name again?
Bonnie.
Bonnie. Yeah, I'm going for Bonnie's.
Bonnie McMurray.
I got a 70.
39.
You like reach for a little
Not
bit,
even
and Bonnie's like,
close.
fuck off.
Downs it. Right in front of them.
So she'll continue the pleasantries for another minute or so, and then
What's around us? What's in the?
it's like her study. She's got sketches on her desk of what she's doing to the house. Some like home decorating books. You also see like on the other side of her desk like golf course architecture books.
So I'm gonna walk up to her and say, "Is this where your husband normally works?" The architecture books and stuff.
Yes.
Point into that.
Yes, we share an office. As you've seen, the house is very quaint for.
I bet you're missing him.
You have no idea.
Archaeology books.
Can we psychology
Yeah,
roll that?
Check
The archaeology books that we see, do any of them,
That's a
as far
pass,
as we
regular.
Architecture.
architecture, as far as we know, does anything pertain to like anything
I have a
around
1 in
here? Is it
psychology.
historical?
No, I mean it's books written by Arthur Mackenzie, who was a famous architect of golf courses. Specifically, this was known as Mackenzie's Folly. This golf course.
Mackenzie's Folly?
Yeah. It was one of the worst designed golf courses of all time, and he is like one of the most
Best.
elite architects ever.
Okay. So
We both rolled psychology to check if she is lying. I rolled crit.
No, she definitely misses her husband. She's gonna, you're gonna inquire a little bit about it. She's gonna get up and walk over to her mantle, and she's got another of that same picture that you guys saw out in the foyer. She's gonna pick it up and kind of look at it, and she's gonna look back at you and.
Mrs. Mackenzie, these books that we've seen, is this what your husband was studying before he disappeared?
Yeah, he was renovating Thistledown. They're redoing the golf course, renovating the country club, or the clubhouse. But no information has been forthcoming. No one's reported seeing him since he left Thistledown that day. There's been no information.
Now, the last time you saw him, did he mention anything odd or seem to make any strange breakthroughs?
No, he was upset at the work that was going on. The laborers there had been kind of dragging their feet, and they were 2 weeks behind on everything, and it's been a real pain in the ass to keep people working. Stories of ghosts and ghouls and goblins and black dogs, all kinds of, hubbub, if you will.
So the people around here, would you say, are superstitious?
Extremely.
Or are they just a
for
little
Presbyterians? They're
I was thinking.
they're very stitious.
Very stitious.
Just a little
Don't be
suspicious.
suspicious. Don't be.
Oh,
Now
well,
who
what
visit-
what about those stories? Who is telling them? Who is it? Just people talking?
Oh, everybody. I hear it from everyone.
I assume you don't believe that, huh?
Ugh,
Sounds crazy.
Ghosts and ghouls. I mean, come on.
How long has
Well,
the
we're
golf course
investigators,
was
right?
under
We gotta ask the
repair?
hard questions. Mrs. McMillan, we've noticed in this photograph your husband doesn't look like exactly happy. Is there anything happening in your relationship that you want to tell us
Well,
about?
I kind of forced him to move here. We came here for our honeymoon, and I've been on him since about moving to Scotland when we retire. And I don't think he was overly excited about it, but he did it to humor me.
So how long have you been here?
Let me see. Hang on. 9 months.
I gotta
Where
admit,
did you come from originally? Or was
Philadelphia.
Isn't it weird, like
Okay.
your husband goes missing and then
Back in the
States show up at your door?
Yes.
The Illadelph.
I'll ask you for everybody.
Did he have anybody who disliked him? Did he have enemies?
No, everybody here seemed to really like him. He brought quite a few jobs to the local economy here, and a lot of the laborers have been, very helpful on our house. It's just he's had constant problem after problem at the golf course
Thistledown?
at Thistledown. Yes.
Thistle down.
That sounds like somewhere to
Now, it's been 5 days since he disappeared, and he's 64. I don't need to tell you, that's a long time to be missing.
Is there a manager down at the golf course that's in charge of the project?
There is, yes, Nairn.
Is it normal for your husband to go visit this project?
That was his first trip there in 2 weeks. He was irate about the delays, and we had an electrician on the job that morning, and he walked off and quit. And he was just irate about it and went down there to set things straight.
So what, did he go at night or did he go
No, in the morning, first thing in the morning.
First thing in the
Now, we
morning.
have to ask Mrs. McMillan, but does your husband have any health issues?
He is a steed, if you will. He's healthy.
Healthy as a
Does he like
Clydesdale.
scotch? Because I can see how this could be a thing.
No,
I
he doesn't
personally
drink.
can't see how this could be a thing. Scotch is good.
He doesn't drink.
Odd. Have you been having more problems recently with this new project?
It's been just steadily getting worse and worse and worse since we started the golf course.
Can you explain a little bit?
I mean, we didn't really discuss our projects. I had the house and the estate here, and he had the golf course, and I know it was stressing him out. I'm not sure what, I don't know the inner workings of it. You would have to ask Nairn.
And
Does
Mary
anybody
and your
else?
husband got along just fine.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, they had a good working relationship. I mean, my husband talked business more with the valet than me. You might be able to get more out of him.
Now, Mrs. Macmillan, we have to ask this as well. Did your husband have any enemies? Anyone that might want to cause him harm?
As far as I know, no. I mean, we were just in the publishing business in America, and we publish books. He rarely turned people away, so...
Believe me, stranger things have happened, but if anything out of the ordinary has happened recently, we need to know.
Well, everything's been out of the ordinary since we moved here. It's just been problem after problem after problem. You know, in America, we have a police force that actually cares about its citizens.
In Scotland, I take it they're a little more lax.
Oh, they haven't paid any attention to this. They came out and did a, 2-hour investigation of the property and wrote it off as, he'll return when he's ready.
Okay. Well, I think we'll definitely need to speak with
Did you
his
did you
office.
specialize in any specific kinds of books that you published, or just anything?
Oh, anything.
Nothing out of
So
of
you
out of
guys,
the ordinary?
you being from the East, you know this family, and
Okay.
they are like one of the elite publishers. Like they are extremely
So
wealthy.
did they stop? Like they left that and moved, or is it still? a
Their
thing?
sons took over.
Okay.
Like, what kind of problems are you having that you'd want to involve the police here?
Oh, just that my husband's missing.
Oh, okay.
Otherwise, it's been. I mean, as far as like legal issues, this place has been great. There's never problems. I know back in 1914 or whatever, maybe 11, there was a girl murdered on the golf course, but that was,
Murder.
the outbreak of the Great War, and there were soldiers stationed there, and it was a different time. So, but that's really the only problems I've ever heard of in this area.
So the golf course is not currently operation, so it'll be like.
Oh, the golf course has been abandoned since it was finally closed down in
she wanted to retire there
1917.
'cause she liked it.
So it's been abandoned for a while.
And it hasn't been a golf course for 30 years.
So your husband was trying to bring it back.
Yeah, he was trying to, revive the 5 great holes and then renovate the rest of the holes to make it a better golf course.
For 30 years, isn't it? 1923.
Yeah, the golf course was officially closed in 78.
But this girl that was murdered on the golf course was in.
1914.
Yeah,
14.
it was used as an infantry training ground for
Oh.
our soldiers. For His
This
Majesty's
may
Army.
seem unrelated, Mrs. Macmillan, but was there anything strange about the girl's death?
You would have to go to the library. I never researched it. You could go into town and find more information, but I know that they never found the killer, and if I remember right, she was strangled, but that's about it. Robina. I see the smirk. I suggest maybe talk with the house staff first to get a feel for my husband. I know he liked to chat. He was very friendly with everybody.
Sounds like a great idea. Let's start with Craig. Craig is the guy.
Just like the scotch.
True. Doesn't hurt.
I mean, if you have 5 of them.
Probably won't still hurt me. I know my limits.
So
Blue.
you guys see Craig kind of pay attention to you all of a sudden.
How about the valet? Where's
Like,
valet's
Craig?
downstairs somewhere?
The valet is by the front door.
I would like to.
You
look up
have
the
some
Craig.
questions for me?
What's up, Craig? Spill. What do you know?
What is it you'd like me to spill?
Everything you know.
About
And
what?
you- about Mr. Macmillan.
Oh, I can't tell you all of his personal life details. That would be
We are
inappropriate.
trying to help you and find him. So we don't need anything too personal. We just need more information to go off of to try to find him.
I suggest you talk to the valet first, maybe. He's going to glance over at Mrs. Macmillan and quickly look back at you.
What was
I can
that?
take you to him if you'd like.
Why wouldn't you want to talk?
Let's go to the valet.
Yeah, still the valet.
What is he?
Yeah, let me take you to Gordon. So he's gonna take you out of the room and he's gonna look at you and be like, I can't talk about this stuff in front of her. Are you mad? Look at the woman.
What? She seems very nice.
She's hysterical.
What do you mean?
The love of her life has been missing for 5 days, and she hasn't left the house in hopes that he'll return.
He will. We'll find him.
So we're talking to the butler
Craig.
right now?
Yeah.
Craig. Yes.
Alone?
So what, yeah.
Yes.
Craig. Come on. What
All
are we-
right, Craig. So we know what Mrs. McMillan told us, but we need to hear it.
So the night before he disappeared, they had an argument. You can't repeat this to her that I saw this. They were arguing about something I couldn't quite make out. I could tell Mrs. McMillan was trying to calm his nerves, but he must have taken it as patronizing. He made some disparaging remark about her. He said something about her useless flapping about things that she didn't understand. He suggested maybe she should just concentrate on the curtains or something that she can handle. Then he announced his attention to see what was holding things up at the golf course. And he left shortly after that.
And that was in the morning. That was last
No, that was the night before.
Oh, so he left not in the morning.
No, he went to his room. He left the conversation. Then the next morning at breakfast, everything seemed fine, like they had put it behind them.
Has Mr. McMillan's behavior changed at all in the last couple of weeks?
I mean, not leading up to her husband's disappearance, no.
Has it changed since they moved here 9 months ago?
I didn't know them before they moved here, so.
What about his attitude?
Oh, no, I just didn't.
He's been noticeably stressed and more so every day that the project gets extended.
Why was it getting extended?
They kept
You would have to
having
ask
issues.
Nairn. I don't know the inner workings of.
All right, well, I think
Is there anything he liked to do in his free time besides work?
That man didn't have free time.
A workaholic.
He was a holic of something, that's for sure.
you'd mentioned the
Did he
valet.
like
Is he
scotch?
available?
He didn't drink.
Okay.
What did he do in his spare time?
Worked.
It wasn't working. He thought about working.
He was either working or sleeping.
Was there some kind of a deadline that he was trying to meet?
Well, he promised the golf course be open within a year of them moving here, and at this point they're 6 months from that target.
Anybody he was close with in the house in terms of maybe a friend that worked for him or?
Like I said,
Dog
you would
too?
have to talk to Nairn to
Okay.
get.
I think we'd have to move on. to the next person to investigate.
I just have another off question about the police force not taking this seriously. Is it normal for them to take a while to respond to this kind of thing?
They're stationed 40 kilometers away, so they don't care about anything that happens up here.
Oh, okay, so it's not like they're
Yeah,
just
they're-
ignoring you guys on purpose.
Yeah, they just don't care.
Okay.
Well, one more thing about ghouls and ghosts. Do you believe any of that stuff?
No, absolutely not. That's all
Hogwash.
hogwash,
Too much scotch.
as
if
as you
ask me.
Americans would say.
Too much scotch. Shall we move on?
Yep.
Gordon, you can find Gordon at the bottom of the stairs. You guys see Gordon, this valet, standing by the front door, down the stair. Not down the stairs, but past the stairs.
Gordon the valet. We'd very much like to talk to you.
So you guys walk up to Gordon. He's got a very calm demeanor about him. He's kind of just seems like a chill little guy.
Shame if we
Yeah,
interrogate you.
yeah. What can I do for you?
How well would you say you knew Mr.
Macmillan.
McMillan?
Well, I just started working for him 9 months ago, so not well.
Right. You drove him. You took him where he needed to go, right?
Oh yeah, yes, yes, I did.
I can about imagine that he would say things to you maybe that he wouldn't say to Mrs. McMillan. There's a way of getting it off his chest in the car, maybe.
About his wife, no, never.
Never.
He never talked ill of his wife.
About work?
Well, work. Well, yeah. He often talked about the lazy bastards that were working for him and the superstitious nonsense that they believed.
So, from what we've been hearing,
So if somebody wants to make a psychology roll while he's
Yeah,
talking,
that'd
I
be
need
great.
one of you to do it.
Oh, I passed a hard.
All right. He seems outwardly calm, but internally he seems like a very nervous. He's fidgeting a lot with his hands, and he just seems kind of like a nervous guy.
can I grab like a spare thing of scotch or something I can pour for him?
You can call the butler.
Call the butler for.
Craig.
Craig.
I'll get Craig.
Craig's gonna. Oh yeah, yes.
It's like 2 scotches, please.
But there's 6 of you.
I know what I said.
Make it 3.
Okay. He brings 3 scotches out for you.
Well, one of them, if it's all right, I'm going to offer one to Gordon, the valet, to
Oh,
hopefully calm
I
his
don't. Not at
Folk?
work. Not at
Mister?
work.
Never did learn your last name.
Kilburn.
Mr. Kilburn. All right. Well, would you say that Mr. McMillan has been acting more upset lately? Because the picture we're seeming to formulate seems that this is a man that slowly was becoming unhinged.
Oh, I don't think that. I wouldn't say he's been upset. He's been irritated with the people at the job site, but I don't think he's been unhinged. No, I wouldn't say that at all.
Well, now, has he said anything about Naren? The guy manages everything and he works with, and has he been upset with him? Or maybe lately?
Oh, yeah, he's been very upset with him lately. They're behind schedule.
Have you met the guy?
Oh, yeah, Naren comes to the house often.
Oh, that's what I was about to ask, actually, yeah.
How is he? Is he a solid dude?
Oh,
What's
yeah,
your impression
yeah.
of him?
Naren is very popular in the community and well known. He's 60-something years old, retired. I know he's had kind of a downward slide since his wife left him last year, but he's a great gentleman.
Did Mr. McMillan say anything out of the ordinary the last few times you saw him?
No.
All right, so, okay, pause for a moment. Do we want to continue with this, or do we want to go to the golf course, the area, town, what?
I mean, that'd be the next step.
Because we've probably kind of exhausted the options here.
Yeah.
I want to ask him, he is the valet, what time he left that morning.
Oh, 7 a.m. Always 7 a.m. He was up and out of the house.
Should we maybe, before we do that, should we ask if she has any information like maps or
Yeah.
schedules or anything for the
You guys
golf
go
course?
ahead.
It's not a bad idea.
Well, I imagine in the study, yeah, they would have all sorts of stuff like that. Yeah, does anybody want to ask if we can...
Yeah, does Mr. McMillan keep a journal or anything like that?
That's a good question. We'd have to ask Mrs. McMillan that, though.
Yeah.
We'd have to go back up. And
Yeah,
ask.
yeah, you would, yeah.
Do you guys want to go back up to the study?
Well,
or-
I think maybe we could come back. I assume we're going to be coming back to this manor at some
we
point.
staying
Maybe
here?
we can kind of
or we
draw it
staying
out when it's more
elsewhere?
relevant.
Here.
We're staying here, okay.
Because we don't know. I mean,
We're staying here, so we're fine.
I mean, you can stay in
You're welcome.
Dundee if
This
you
guy's
want,
really
but
part
she's
of it.
offering
It's
you
something
one of the
bigger.
6. I mean, you can each have one of the 16 rooms if you
Yeah,
want.
there's a lot of rooms. It makes sense to stay here and kind of investigate a little bit more. Okay, shall we move on?
I can help Gordon get the car ready.
all right. Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, we can get a shirt. We can go back. Are we going back into town? And
We're
eventually
going
to
to-
the. Wait. So I apologize. I'm getting a little mixed up in my head. So the golf course, is it like adjacent to the town? Or is it
no,
completely
it's
different?
it's about 3 miles from here, so it's kind of in between the town and the property here.
Okay.
Should probably go there. The sooner the better.
I think this is pulp. I think that's where the action's gonna be.
So
Here's
I
a
just-
map if you guys would like to
On
of
an
the local
aside-
area. If you want to pass it around, you can.
So they're providing us with a vehicle to use.
So are you guys
She's
gonna
got
ask
she has a
about-
car for you.
I think we got the valet. Is the valet? I assume is pretty much at a disposal too.
Well, the valet won't leave the property without her.
Oh, okay. It's her. It's personal valet. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Well, I have driving skills. Does anybody else? I mean, I can drive us.
I do too.
Or at least I can
excellent
attempt.
driver.
So
I
I'm
can roll for
gonna
it.
take Gordon aside and kind of take him by his shirt and ask him why he's so nervous. And I'm also gonna roll an intimidate
All right,
on
roll
that.
an intimidate.
What's your drive?
That's
No.
an extreme.
No, what's your drive?
My drive.
So yeah, he's kind of alarmed, and he's just gonna say, "Well,
Oh, diving. That's not driving.
I've been having trouble sleeping since McKillen left.
Just spit it
What
out,
the hell is it?
old man.
It's last one on the.
I've been
first
plagued
column
by
list.
terrible nightmares
Auto.
involving
I got
my
50.
employer
Okay, I got 45.
appearing
You
as
can
an
do it.
apparition in dark places, terrible dark places.
was
And
a
I've
mechanic,
never remembered
all that
dreams
shit.
in my
And I was
entire
like, I was
life.
looking at trying to find driving. I thought that was driving. I was like,
So this started the moment he
I can fix
disappeared.
them. Never
Like
been
the
in
night
one.
after.
Okay.
It's been wearing because they're getting more and more intense every night, and it's been wearing on me heavily.
All right. Then I'll just let him down and leave him alone.
Wait, so the Macintosh farm is where we're at?
No, we're at
The crows,
Crowwood.
Crowswood.
Crowwood Hall.
Crowwood Hall. Oh, I'm sorry, my bad. That's still not that far from the golf course.
No, it's not. It's not real far. No.
It's a few miles.
Yeah.
Let's go there and see what happens.
See it.
that means the Earth is flat.
Fuck you.
All right. So,
Well, I mean,
do you want to talk to any of the other house staff, or are you ready to go?
What other house staff are there?
Is
There
everybody
are
around?
Audrey, the housekeeper / cook, and Teresa and Katie McDonald, which are maids, and then there is also where is he? Peter Craig, the groundskeeper.
Let's talk to the groundskeeper.
Wait, Peter Craig. Wait, is this father and son duo going on?
No, the other guy's first name is Craig.
here? Craig
Is it-
Peter
is it-
and Peter Craig.
I would like to talk to the groundskeeper.
So what you're saying is it's not Craig.
Yeah, I don't know. His last name is Craig.
It took scary, so it was
So
an alternate
Keating's going to tell you that Craig lives up above the stables.
Hell yeah.
He's a live-in
Yeah.
groundskeeper.
Okay. Would you guys like to go and talk to him?
Yeah, actually, that's probably the most fruitful endeavor we could at the moment. We want to do that before we leave. Can we round our way around to the stables?
Yeah, Keating will point you there. Just there. There's a staircase on the side. You can go up and knock on his door. How long do you wait?
Peter, open up.
Hold on.
What time of the day is it?
That's like early afternoon.
Okay.
No answer?
No answer.
Must be napping.
All right, let's
Corey's
see. Let's
working.
try the door. Is it open? Is it unlocked?
It is not. It's locked.
I can attempt to lockpick it. I have a 15
Is there
lock
any-
Smith.
Is there anybody else just in the vicinity, like any other staff?
Roll me a spot hidden.
Yep. I got 50. Gonna try to beat
Can I
that.
tickle around too?
Who's got the best spot hidden, actually?
I do.
Probably.
I only have
I'll let two of
50.
you roll it.
I got
75.
Yeah.
hard pass.
Also hard pass.
You two notice a man on the other side of the property. It looks like he's got like a garden hoe and he's like chopping at some weeds and shit.
Okay. There he is.
All right, well, let's
Should we go talk to the guy with the hoe?
I was about to bust down his
The
door.
hose.
Right.
Yeah, like
Some of us
breaking
can
open
go
his
talk to
door.
the hoe man, and somebody else can try to bust open the door to.
Well, I think we
I
should
don't
hold on to
think we
busting the
should
door
start
thing.
by,
And that's the guy right there.
Do we need a bust open?
We're
his
gonna
door?
stay
I'm right here.
here.
I think we should be safe and also break in.
No, let's go talk.
If that's not the guy, then yeah, we're definitely breaking down this door. But if,
I mean,
if
I
it's
could
our
probably
guy-
get him in there without having to unlock.
All
right.
I'm gonna start walking on the old Peter.
So he's not the only one with a hoe.
Peter.
So who's all going towards Peter?
I got experience with hose. Let's go.
I'm already
Just-
there.
Just Susie?
Susie wants
What? No.
to talk to
What are we talking about? Hoe
Sounds
guy?
bad.
Yeah,
Yes.
who's going to the
I'm
hoe
going
guy?
over there.
Bad.
Three of us.
Yeah.
Should we all,
So you guys, you go down the stairs, and you've got to like round the corner, and by the time you get out into the yard, the hoe guy isn't where he was. You don't see him anymore.
All right. Let's.
But there's
track
plenty.
the hoe.
I mean, there's plenty of crap. Like there's trees
We kind
and
of look around in that area, and I would say, Peter.
roll tracking.
Oh, that's probably not gonna happen.
I can find him.
Your hoe senses are tingling.
Yep, I'm dead.
He's over there.
I mean, I'm gonna follow. I didn't. I'm following.
Where are you pointing?
Wait, I have a 40 in track. Does
How about
anybody
you?
have
How about you
better
try
than
that? I did too, but I failed.
My senses say that way.
Which direct? You came from the east. Which direction are you pointing?
Southwest.
I
Just
don't
like-
believe Bonnie. Can I try to track him?
You can roll track as well.
Roll lie.
I super failed.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
So
you guys are gonna go southwest.
Are you sure you know what you're doing, Bonnie?
Should I just break down his door?
Peter,
I have a shotgun.
coming out.
I can locksmith.
Where the heck did he go? He was just here.
I saw him go over here.
Does this guy fly?
I think
or
he's hiding
something?
from us.
Peter. Nothing.
You guys hear like over by the barn, which is like opposite of where you're
A
heading.
little too much of that.
You hear like an engine fire up, or maybe like a generator or something fire up inside the building.
Run over there.
It runs for it runs for about 4 or 5 seconds, then turns off.
We're gonna go on there, yeah.
I don't know if this is even relevant, but I mean, like, I've got a lot of heavy machinery stuff. Is there any way I could like recognize what they're starting?
It sounds like some kind of heavy machinery, maybe a tractor or something.
Great job, Bon Bon.
I'm gonna run over there.
He was over here.
It started up and stopped though, so yeah.
Opening the door.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a big red tractor in there.
Is he in there?
He's not. You want to roll track?
Yes.
Yep.
And spot hidden if there's
Should I
other
just
stuff.
open
I'd
this
like to.
Oh yeah.
I think
Go-
he went
Where's
south.
the hard track?
You see some humanoid footprints going out the back door.
Look here.
Back door.
Let's go that way.
Let's go.
Yeah, but you just said humanoid.
They're human footprints.
I mean, people. I mean,
I'm saying that could have been something we needed to investigate right there. If it's like fucking clawed footprints.
So yeah, you
Totally.
guys, you go out the door, and then you see, maybe 400 or 500 yards down. You see who appears to be the groundskeeper, carrying his hoe, and he's walking off the property into the forest there.
run.
No, I don't think we should.
I'm going after.
Yeah,
him.
me too. I'm right.
Okay.
He wants to talk to Peter.
Can I try to open his door then? Since I didn't. Hey,
Yeah, what are you
I'm all
picking the
about bad
lock?
decisions.
I got an extreme.
We
I
tracked
got
him
a
down.
1.
We gotta.
Yeah,
bring it home.
you pop the door open, fine.
Can I still be in the area with the tractor?
Yeah.
Okay. Can I do a spot hidden to see if there's anybody here? Because that guy is way farther than he should be if he was the one who started this tractor. Can I do a spot hidden?
Well, based off of where you guys were coming from, that's probably
Maybe.
consistent.
I'd still
it's
like
a
to-
little further than.
It's still odd that you just started up and stop it. I'd like to see if there's anything weird around here. 19. And I have a spot hidden.
Looks normal.
Yeah.
Nothing's out of place. It just
All right, well, just worth the check. Worth the
Running
check.
after him.
Peter, wait up. Susie's running, tripping because she has short legs, and she's like puffing and. Peter, come on!
I have
I'm
a
gonna
move
give me
rate
a heart
of
attack. I
9.
swear.
so you do catch up to him on the edge of the. He's
in his
maybe
room.
40 or so feet in.
I got a 1.
He's gonna turn and look at
I'm gonna go with you then.
yeah yes.
Are you the
I
groundskeeper?
never left.
Are you the groundskeeper?
It's fine. I
You
can
okay?
investigate by
No.
myself.
She's had 3 scotches.
Yes. I'm
You move
Peter.
like
Yes. What?
crazy. Slow down for us short
One
people.
person-
What?
Let himself,
What do you?
Yeah.
What?
We want
Alright.
to talk to you. We're looking for
Are we at the bottom of the
Mr.
stairs? Can I have something?
You know, the
Look
Mister.
out.
Well, he's
Macmillan.
not. He's not here.
Breaking
We
into
know
a dude's
that. We
house.
want to talk to you about him.
Why do you want to talk to me?
I just want to be where the action
Why
is.
not?
I do my
You
own
hiding
thing.
something?
He's alone.
I don't have anything.
Why are
to
you
do with-
automatically suspicious?
Don't
Be suspicious. Don't be
I'm not
suspicious.
suspicious. I'm a little drunk and I've been running and I don't
Drunk.
like it.
She's had scotches.
Did the maid send you out here? Is that why you're here?
Mrs. Macmillan actually did. She said
Why
we
would
could
the
talk
maids
to
have
you,
sent us?
to you guys.
Well, what do you want to know?
Well, I want to know, anything. Were you close? Did he share anything?
The pineapple
We're
one's
gonna
all
try
out.
to.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean
We're
it's
gonna try
not.
to
It's
find
not
them. So,
fizzy like the other one.
if you
Just
notice
wine.
anything suspicious or anything at all that could be of use to us, and please, for the love of God, don't walk so fast. Slow down. Can you believe it?
Yeah.
No, I
I
don't.
knew you would.
I don't. I don't know anything.
Psychology. And
Roll it.
no, I failed.
Yeah, he doesn't know anything.
Can I roll psychology?
No.
Look, Kyle, I'm checking him out.
Can I fast talk him?
Yes.
What's in his room?
I rolled a 69,
Nice.
and my fast talk is a 70.
Yeah, what are you asking him?
Look at that.
I'm just convincing him. I'm like, well, there's other people here that are, not feeling so hot lately about what's been going on, and one of them even said they've been having some nightmares. Why don't?
Well, I don't know anything about that, but Macmillan's been upset at me the last few days before he left, and I want to keep a low profile. I scratched his new car, and then the morning he left, I couldn't get the gate unlocked, and he snapped at me, and it was weird for him.
He doesn't normally act like that?
No, he's normally very, very nice, very pleasant. And
Why do you think he was acting that way?
I'm gonna guess it had something to do with the golf course.
Was it the first time he snapped at you like this? Ever?
Yes.
Oh.
Well, aside from when I scratched his new car with the shovel.
Oh, that's
With a
unbelievable.
shovel?
What were you doing? Whoa.
It was in the garage, and I was trying to take the hoe down, and the shovel fell off the thing, and I hit the car, and he
You
was
sure
there.
like your hoe.
Crazy things will happen at a hoedown.
Yeah. Damn right.
Cotton Eye Joe.
Sounds like you had a hoedown.
Where did you come from? Where did you go?
Now, can I go
Bonnie
back to
McMurray
my
has
work,
been the
please?
hoedown quite a few times.
Been there,
Is
hoedown.
that, did you see him that morning he left at 7 a.m. That last morning he was here?
Yeah, he yelled at me for.
That was that morning.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. I feel like I want more. I chased him all this way, but I don't know what to ask anymore.
We
That
can just go
scotch is
talk to the other people.
That scotch is hitting me.
Are you the new
finally.
plumber?
Woman.
No, I'm not. But I can
Plunger
help.
might.
Why are you carrying a plunger around?
It's my service plunger.
So you're the new plumber.
It's for my mental health.
They just got dinged on, bitch.
No, I'm.
What do you service with your
look,
plunger?
Things
Like
and stuff.
Bonnie?
Never, never, Bonnie.
We can.
So
I am, however,
while you guys are
skilled.
talking to yourselves, he's just gonna kind of slip away into the trees.
Well, I'm gonna ask, what are you doing out in the forest?
He's gone.
Literally
his
slips
room?
away. Just like
Just like
disappears?
he just like slow key like sneaks away into the
This
trees.
is a
Slow
fucking-
key.
it's
I don't
fucking
know, but
world's
the guy is
stealthiest
weird.
groundskeeper, like
Yep.
what?
I think you are drunk.
So
That
his
might be,
room
but he is weird.
it's impeccable. Everything. His bed is made to perfection. It looks like it's never even been slept in. There's a blanket folded like in the most perfect way at the end of the bed. Dresser is all organized. There's nothing on it.
Start going through shit.
Sus.
The drawers are all empty.
Like he's not even living in there.
Like if he is living in there, he might just be sleeping at the foot of the bed.
I call up there, like, you see anything?
Should we track
Too
him?
clean.
Should we track him into the forest?
Yes.
Well, we're not together.
He has an empty dresser.
I
Sus.
Hold on, but we're
back.
not there.
I mean, I wanna
the
track him
four of
I
us are not
stayed
there.
way back in his room.
Yeah,
like-
the four of us are in the forest.
So there's absolutely nothing. Like
the two of you are there.
I try and track.
This is after even a spot hidden roll?
I didn't spot hidden or anything.
But after we
that
go
deep?
back and talk to him, we can.
Roll a spot hidden.
Like working my way up the stairs to her. Just she's doing this.
Regular pass.
So he does have a trunk next to the bed on the opposite side of the room that has like 10 outfits in it folded. They all
Okay.
look, pressed and cleaned
Okay.
and
Wait,
Nothing else personal effects in there.
no.
Okay.
Is it possible to push this first? Just like, is there more to this? Because you said there's like 10 outfits.
Well, I would-
Roughly, yeah.
Well, I
like-
mean, there's a multitude of outfits in there.
yeah, there's a
Are they
bunch of.
in one suitcase?
It's a trunk.
Trunk?
Yeah.
I suppose he lives.
Are
up
they
here, it's
different?
This is a 20. This is different.
so
Some
let
of them are work clothes. Some of them are
Are
just
we back
cash.
yet, or are we not?
Okay.
Can we go back, or are we
What'd
still
you like
walking?
No, you're
back?
still walking.
These
Okay,
outfit
so we're
in
still
there.
walking back, so we
Outfit.
can't do anything there.
Okay.
Can we track this guy in the forest?
So what are you two doing in the? Anything else?
I mean, if I can't find anything, I'm good.
He's the groundskeeper. He'll be back. He lives here.
I'll
mean,
lock
sneaky,
the door
sneaky.
behind
already,
me.
already busted his friggin' door down. He's already gonna be pissed about that when we
I
come back.
lockpicked it with an extreme one, so I'm
Oh.
sure it was a finessed, like.
Then I think, personally, I think we should.
Well, we don't know
Move
that she
on.
opened. We don't know that he
Correct.
opened it.
You don't know that.
We're walking
No.
back. From
Allegedly.
You're walking back to the house.
I assume I am pissed that I had to run and he just
I
snuck
think we
away.
should
And,
track the guy in the forest.
so Susie is intending to go back, but
I still think we should move to the golf course,
Yeah.
and we should question this Naren.
I think we should track this guy in the forest.
The speeder
Because that'll
seems
happen. I'm sure it's going to come up.
he's sleazy. He
You're
is.
gonna come back here to sleep anyway.
Who scratches somebody's car with a shout? Just think about that.
By accident.
I scratch my own car with stuff all the time. Like,
Unbelievable. Susie is a bartender / mechanic, so she is.
oh yeah, I'd be like, how could you?
How could you? How dare you?
Well, I still think we need to investigate Naren. I think we need to find out a little more about Mr. Macmillan's behavior before he disappeared. 'Cause I think there's clearly something strange going on. A guy like this doesn't just disappear for 5 days without telling anybody. It seems like, despite their issues of moving to Scotland, that they were a happy couple. And I don't think he would just abandon his wife. So I think there's something more at play here.
She wouldn't have asked us to help if she didn't want to find him. That's
All
what I
right,
think.
so what's the group doing? Are you guys? We'll assume
We
you're
are
back.
walking
You're
back,
back by the time these two are getting to the bottom of the stairs. And did Bonnie go after him in the woods?
Did Blue want to go after me?
Fuck me!
Some exorcism shit.
So, do we know that
post
they
up.
broke in? What,
Unless they tell you, you don't know.
did you
Like-
guys
like a Looney
find
Tunes
anything?
trap.
What'd you do?
His room was clean. Nothing
Clean.
so pristinely clean.
What, sus? Do you see?
I won't do weapons.
That doesn't make any sense because he's so clumsy. He scratched his boss's car with a shovel, and his room is clean.
Stuff happens.
Looking like a double wide surprise.
All right, so what are we doing?
I mean, should we go to the golf course?
I think that's where we should
down.
start, yeah. I think
Taking the car?
Yeah.
Who's driving?
Me. I know.
No,
Roll me a drive auto.
Do we
I
actually
actually can drive out.
Bonnie, roll me a drive auto.
Oh, 90.
God, no, please.
I really know how to drive.
Susie would.
Bonnie's like, I'll drive, and she goes and gets on the wrong side of the car.
All
I
right,
was
can
gonna
I,
say, like, I don't even think I would allow her to drive.
Yeah, exactly.
would you like to? Or,
Go ahead.
Okay,
You have a
I'll
little
hop in the-
slightly higher.
I'll hop in the right side of the car and start.
Chuck your D's.
Oh fuck no, please. How did I not?
Just spend too
You
long.
can spend some luck
I can
points.
spend 2
You don't
luck.
you don't have to. It's just gonna take you 5 minutes longer to get there. You
Okay.
get lost. You turn left instead of right because of the stupid backwards roads.
Fucking
nothing out
Scots.
of the ordinary. Just nature.
They're half
I mean,
as good
it's
at making
nature
roads
and
as they are making
farmland and
scotch.
deep dark forest scariness, but
Scariness.
well, the forest that's bordering their property is it's coniferous
Like
and
primordial.
dark. It is untainted.
Like you can't even see
Nice.
through it.
Tame.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Actually, it looks like it'd be pretty pleasant in the day.
But
You wouldn't want to be there at night, though.
all right.
We should go out there at night.
All right, we're going to
I
the
agree.
golf course. Let me skip 9 pages here. All right.
Carnivorous.
Wait, what?
Deciduous.
We'll be back.
Okay.
All right, so a couple
We'll
miles
chase a
away.
guy with a phone.
Let's see here. You guys saw the map. The road to the golf course, once you turn off of the main road, shows its years of neglect. It's essentially
some good scotch.
it's essentially now like an overgrown
Cramp.
goat path. You can tell that there's been trucks and stuff driving down it, but it's not a very good road. You guys, about a quarter mile ahead, see the club gates, which are closed.
Should we open them?
So you approach the gates, and you can see about a quarter mile down the Thistledown Golf Course clubhouse.
Do they look like they've been like? Do they let the cars in like whoever comes into work?
So there's nobody working. There's a huge chain and padlock across the door. It's
I mean, we can walk. We don't need to. We can hop it and walk.
Pop it and lock it. Let's do it.
Pop and lock.
Hopping, walking.
Drop it like it's hot. Let's do it.
Hop and walk.
all right.
In case
So
we have to run the cars.
So
Fine.
this gate that's here is about 25 feet tall, and the fence around the property is about 20 feet tall.
Seriously?
It's huge.
enormous.
Does this seem like a new gate, or this is
No,
the
this is an old, like, this was built by
Yeah.
the military when they were using it as an infantry training.
Still
we
a
pick the
awful
lock
big.
up?
So it's got
Yeah.
spikies on the top.
I was gonna
greatness.
offer,
I didn't know people were like clamoring to
but I
storm
wanted to
the
see her
Scottish
climb the
military's
25-foot fence for.
Let's
You just want golf.
let's
okay?
pick the
They
lock.
better watch out for those 26-foot tall.
So the
fucking
clubhouse
Irishmen.
from where you guys are at, you can see it's a model. It's modeled after the Scottish
Oh, you have a 24-foot tall-
baronial
24-foot
mansion.
tall Irishman.
It has turrets at each corner, centurion stations atop each wall. It looks like a little castle.
All right.
So I would like to try and have the lock pick of the padlock.
You?
Yeah.
Roll it.
What's your lock pick?
Yeah.
50?
Okay, we have the same.
Nope. 74.
Yeah, you fiddle with it a little bit, but it's weirdly old and rusty, so it just doesn't really want to maneuver.
This won't give. You want to try?
Okay. Can I try?
I need an extreme for a second try. Unless you want to push yours.
Whatever you guys are doing,
Can I spend 7
Can I
luck
punch through
points?
it?
Not to make an extreme.
Yeah. No.
Whatever you guys are doing, can I just like punch
Got a
through it?
hard-
I
Like,
mean, you can.
Yeah, this lock just doesn't want to give
not
up its
working out.
secrets.
Dynamite.
We can make a grand entrance.
it
You
works.
can just shoot the lock off.
shoot the lock off in
But
the
it's
middle of the
not-
day.
We tried knocking.
On the lock?
On the locked gate.
Try
Eli, that's a D&D spell.
Immediately going to break it and entering.
Boots has it.
What is it?
Bonnie,
doing?
why don't you lock on this knocked gate
I
that
see a
has,
door.
or locked
Let's
gate
make
that has a quarter of a mile of
Okay, how great would it be if
visibility
somebody
past
said, yeah? Come on in.
Oh, nobody's home.
We can just
Aw.
shoot the lock off. There's
Yeah,
nobody around.
somebody should do that.
Somebody
Do we
with
have
a big
key for
shotgun
this in the car?
I have a shotgun.
called the plunger.
Nobody asked for a key.
That's okay. Well,
Is there a key in
I
the
mean,
car?
what, is it better to use a...
There's not a key in the car.
Is there a
the
key
rifle?
around here anywhere?
Where are we? We're at
I
the
mean,
front
I-
gates of this club.
If I was playing, I would assume that either Nairn, the guy that runs the whole operation, has a key, or the wife.
Yeah.
We go back to the estate. We need the key.
Well, hold up here. This is a reformed military base, correct?
Golf course, then military base, back to golf course. Yep.
Okay. Is there any? So we're at the front gate.
Yep.
All right. Is there any kind of like booth for an attendant or somebody that like watches the gate?
There's
you
two
think?
watchtowers on the back side of it, but they're up over they're taller than the
You
gate.
start throwing rocks at them.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Roll
don't
your-
wanna
roll
drive
your
with
throw.
Is it... It's all fenced in.
It's all fenced in.
Okay.
Yep.
Hey!
Oh, there is nobody here. You can tell just from walking up that nobody's been here for a week or so.
A
The
week?
map.
Well, I just see a long time. Oh, map.
Can I check it
We
out?
could just go get the key.
I suppose, yeah. It just
It's
seems.
not that far. I mean, it will
I
slow
could
us
just
down. a
use
little
my
bit.
bullwhip on the lock.
Just shoot the lock.
Just do it.
Do it.
Just whip it.
I want to see
Whip
you
it
whip
off.
it good. Whip it into shape.
Whip it real good.
All right, are we whipping the lock
No.
or going to get the key?
I would really like to see that.
You
You have a
something's-
shotgun,
You
just
know what?
shotgun
Okay.
it.
Huh?
I
Just
played
shoot
it
it.
cool until now. Fuck this. All right, I've got a shotgun. I've actually got a. Well, how is this a padlock, key lock? What is this?
It's a big ass padlock.
What's holding it on there?
Thick. Let's see here. It's a chain,
Chain.
and it's chained with an even thicker lock.
God.
2 C's or 3 C's.
Yeah, but what about the hinges?
We could just
And
go
the door.
get the fucking
I mean, it's bolted into a steel or a stone pillar, so it's they're in there good.
Damn it. Should we just bite the bullet and go back to the house and fucking get a key?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Ramming speed with the car? Just kidding. Don't.
I mean, we got nothing. We're here for days.
All right, you already failed your drive auto, so drive auto again.
So we all going back, or should we somehow stay back and walk
Oh
around and
yeah,
look at
I
the...
suppose if we want to split up, you can. There's a pub just down the road.
Pub sounds great.
Yeah. Though, but judging by the time it took us to get here from the fucking manor, that pub's probably 3 days away.
It
Like-
does look far. It's in the opposite
It's
direction.
like 6
so.
times as far as the house was to the golf course.
You know, we can just... So, How long did it take us to get here?
Because
It
apparently
took
in
you about
Scotland-
10 minutes, but it's about a 5-minute drive, actually.
So
Okay, so
apparently in
let's-
Scotland, no two buildings can ever be built next to each other.
Would anybody like to stay with me by the golf course? Maybe
I'll
they'll
Yeah.
show
stay.
up.
You know what? Yeah, I'll
I'll
stay
st-
with you.
Well, you gotta
I thought
drive.
you were driving.
Oh, that's right. I have to drive the car, don't I? Well, I've been drinking. I can't drive the car.
Roll
have I.
it, roll it with disadvantage.
What's my disadvantage?
Add 4.
Okay.
So Fred and I are staying. Are you
All
staying?
right, hold on.
I'm gonna
You
stay.
going?
Yeah.
You staying?
67. I am a drunk driving mess.
All right, and it takes you about 10 minutes to get back. You're gonna go talk to the wife.
What's her name? Mrs. What?
Macmillan.
Mrs. McMillan! McMillan!
No. No.
She's gonna come down and be like, "Yeah, what do you want? What?"
Keys!
Naren has them.
What?
My keys are on my husband. Wherever he's at, the keys are.
All right. Well, where's Naren been lately?
Naren frequents the.
Let me guess. The fucking pub.
Yep.
Yep. Knew it.
Oh, don't play so upset. You can have more scotch there. You're fine.
All right. Let's get some more then.
He's not the one obsessed with scotch.
Just maybe a little
What
obsessed.
is
I'm just
Scotland?
out loud obsessed with scotch.
Might as well just be Scotchland.
Those aren't era appropriate.
Yes.
Beer's been here since like the Egyptians.
You lift me
Ye
up.
old. So
So can we just kind of when they're gone? So who went with you? Blue, did you go with Charles
To where?
to back
The
to the estate to
estate.
get the keys, or did you stay? The three of us are staying behind.
I just stayed.
You staying behind. Where is Bonnie? Bonnie,
So yeah, Naren's at Queen's Head, which is the pub.
did you stay or did you go to get the keys?
Mama.
Okay.
Should I stay or
So,
should
so
I
we
go?
are. Can we kind of look around like by the fence, like check the place out?
Yeah, it looks like it's all under construction. There's nothing for you to see outside. It's boring. All right, so 15 minutes go by and you see old boy pull up here with no keys.
What the heck?
wait, what? Who's pulling up?
You.
Oh, me. Yeah. No keys. All right. Well,
do you mean
I'm
no-
drunk and I got a shotgun. Let's do this.
I can drive.
Wait, couldn't you find the keys?
Mrs. McMillan did not have the keys. Naren has the keys, and Naren hangs out in the pub. Which actually, that's probably where we should
Let's
go.
go to the pub.
So the pub.
Oh,
You have a beer?
We'll fit right
I have
in.
a beer.
This
I don't
time
beer.
I won't have to intimidate an old man.
We'll take an appletini and your release.
All right.
All this nothing has gotten me real thirsty. Let's go get drunk.
So the Queen's Head is a 2-story wood and stone country pub built in 1848. It is situated at the crossroads and not far from the closest access point to the main road running between Dundee and Cupar Agus. It is a prime meeting spot for farmers, townsfolk, and visitors alike. Are you just going in? Is that the bit?
yeah.
I mean, the lights on. It looks like
Oh yeah,
a
it's busy. There's
happening
people.
joint.
Yeah, it's a happening joint.
All right.
The main floor of the building consists of one large hall with the bar along the back wall, and the kitchen, pantry, and toilets accessible down a narrow hallway. To the right of the bar, the interior of the bar is. Oh, I missed. Hang on. The interior of the bar is furnished in untreated wood that has weathered and split over time, giving the small pub some undeniable character. Seating for patrons consists of 4 long monolithic tables forming a square, surrounded on all sides by small, worn rectangular stools. It's, a little past lunchtime, kind of early evening, so it is busy in here with farmers. You can hear laughter and conversations. Nobody gives a shit that you guys entered the bar. They don't even pay attention to you.
Go into the bartender because
You're just not going to scream Nairn really loud?
not
You just hear
yet.
in the back of the bar. Yeah, that's right. Me, Naren.
Going up to the
To
barkeep.
the bar, yeah, because I'm a bartender.
What can I get you, young sir?
I'm a lady, but I'll get Scotch, please.
What's with the plunger?
That's
Actually,
that's a story for a later day. I'm actually curious.
we got a sink that could use a looking.
Oh, really?
No, we don't have sinks here. What can I get you?
A Scotch.
We don't have sinks here.
What flavor?
Oh,
What brand? All right, on the house.
wonderful.
He's gonna pour you this fat, gigantic. It looks like scotch.
It looks like scotch.
It looks like Scotch. I'm gonna take it. And
It tastes like absolute shit.
really, compared to the one I had.
Yeah.
Ugh, this is rough.
Well, you Americans don't usually like the scotch.
How about you give me a beer and don't piss in it?
Hey, beggars can't be choosers.
Insulting or
Is there an
Megan,
Aaron in
I'm
here?
Eh?
Naren.
insulting?
Yes.
He's gonna look over it. Along the far wall, there's like little tables, and there's like multiple people just kind of chilling by themselves. And he's gonna be like, "Yeah, there it is, normal spot." So if you guys look, looks like he's about 4 beers in. There's 4 empty mugs sitting on the table. He's got half of a beer in his hand, and he's just kind of sitting there with his hand on his head, sipping his beer, not really paying attention to anybody.
We kind of like nonchalantly.
I'm gonna go sit next to him.
I would
Just
like,
run him
I
some
would like
walk
to
up,
get another beer and bring him.
Grab
a
the
beer.
back of his shoulders.
All right, so you're going to sit next to him, and you're ordering a beer.
It's an old man.
Taking
No,
it to
I'm-
him,
All right, so
sitting across from.
Yeah, I suppose.
what are you doing when you go sit next to him?
I'm grabbing the back of his shoulders, like kind of a little bit hard.
I'm sitting next to him, and he's just sitting across from him. And Fred's
I'm
massaging
sorry,
me.
but this guy obviously thinks he's about to like get gang raped later. Like,
How you doing?
Sorry.
terrible.
He's gonna look up at you and just be like, "Piss off."
Squeeze his
Am I
shoulders
back?
like a little bit
Am
hard.
I, there with a beer?
It's gonna take a minute to get your beer
Okay,
over
let me
there.
know when I'm-
Roll strength, because this guy is a hulking brute.
I do not pass it. What if I wanted to?
So he's gonna like look back at you and be like, "Is there something I can help you with?"
Yes.
Can I look at him and be like, look at his beers and be like, it's been a long time since I outdrank a Scott.
Well, it's not gonna happen today, bud.
Can I order 2 scotches?
Yep.
Can I get into a drinking contest with this guy?
He will only sip. He
I
will
know.
not get into a drinking contest. It actually says he won't.
Okay. Wait, that's actually.
Yeah.
I love it.
We have questions to ask you about Mr. McMillan's disappearance.
Mrs. McMillan hired us.
Am I there yet?
Yes.
I'm trying to think of all this in like
I would
real
like to
time.
put a
Like
beer
how
in,
all of our
in
6
front of
people
him
are
and
crowded
sit
around
across
this
from him
guy.
and say,
We're looking for.
"There you go. Looks
So
like you're about
when
to
you
dry
set
out
the
there."
beer down, he's gonna grab his half pint and just
myself too.
shotgun the rest of it and grab that one.
See, I knew you were about empty. I'm a bartender back at home. I know when a guy looks thirsty.
Can you even see over the bar, little boy?
I got a stool.
Okay.
Yeah, it works.
What's with the plunger?
It's my.
She's got a
my
step
spiel.
stool in America.
What?
I am
shorter than
resourceful.
Are you a plumber or something?
I could be.
You look like a plumber.
Could be. How are you
Just
today?
talk a lot of shit.
You look distressed. It's not even 5 o'clock and you got 4 beers in. What's
5
what's going
o'clock
on?
somewhere.
So
Scotland, honey.
you guys also notice he smells like he hasn't bathed in a minute. He smells earthy.
well,
What's
we'll
going on with you?
cut to the chase. I suppose we can just tell him we're here. We're asking.
I'm
about-
not. I'm trying to.
I
Like,
already did that.
This guy's already pissed off.
well, I gave
What,
him a beer.
what do you want to know about Macmillan?
What's the last thing he said to you?
Well, I don't even remember the last thing he said to me. We kind of got into a argument about the staff, and he just kind of stormed off and walked around the golf course. And
What time did you see him last? Do you remember what time it was?
well, I saw him around 10 a.m. after our tour of the clubhouse and our argument, and he was walking off to tour the golf course, and a couple of the people saw him throughout the day.
So What's been the holdup with the golf course? He seems like he's been really angry, and you're the one managing it. What's the holdup? We've heard there's some crazy stories circulating around.
I mean, basically, our workers were getting sick, headaches, seeing things. It's, you know, I tore the place apart, and I found no explanation for what these guys were, what their problems were.
Just out of curiosity, humor me. What are they seeing?
Oh, ghostly sightings and other superstitious talk.
Bad dreams at night.
No, none of that, but more, you know, they saw like ghostly flickering lights and blobs and, you know, just a bunch of superstitious BS.
Is that why it's so, you know, it's so backed up?
Yeah, people refused to go back and work because of the way they felt after working there.
Huh.
You
never felt anything weird there?
Bunch of pansies and their feelings.
This is a small town. This must have been something really, really scary to keep them from working for you. I can't imagine there's a whole lot of other work around.
Oh, no, I'm running out of people. I can't get anybody to come out and work anymore, which is why we're stopped. That was part of the reason Macmillan was so mad, is we needed 20 guys and I had 8.
So now you said you yourself have never seen any of these strange sights or sounds.
No, I never, not once. Never seen them.
Is there anywhere in particular on your golf course that they've been seeming to see more of this?
Most of the reports come from the clubhouse, but there were reports on the golf course of strange sparks in the air, floating globes of light, shadows and shifting, dancing, shade.
How did Mr. Macmillan feel about all this?
Same as me. It's all, superstitious mumbo jumbo.
So neither one of you have seen anything.
Was there any incidents at work, like injuries or some accidents or anything?
I mean, like I said, some of the men reported hearing strange sounds coming from the empty rooms. They found their tools moved. Some things just were missing. It was all taken as tomfoolery at the beginning, but it persisted and steadily got worse as we worked.
I don't mean to question your intelligence, Mr. Nairn, but have you considered that this might be the work of local kids?
Oh, yeah, we've considered it, which is why we started locking the gate when we were working.
Mentioning locks, could we get that key so we can investigate, do our jobs?
I can take you out there. I can open that for you.
Okay.
It'd be much appreciated.
Do you have any suspicions of what would have happened to Mr. Macmillan, why he would have gone missing?
It just clams up.
Can I roll charm? Can I charm him?
Hold on. Okay,
He's just staring you down. Like,
what did you ask him specifically?
What he thought happened to Mr. Macmillan?
Okay. I think we've hit
Are
a
we
good
still
note.
in the bar?
Yeah.
Why don't we wait till we're out of the bar to ask him that?
Too late, I guess.
Mr. Nairn, would you still be willing to take us down to the golf course?
absolutely. What do you mean? What do I think happened? He's missing. That's what happened.
Do people go missing often in these parts?
Are we outside now?
No, people don't go missing in these parts.
Do you think he had a reason to just take a break and was too overwhelmed?
No, not that man didn't get overwhelmed. He got stressed, but not overwhelmed.
So when was he last seen on the property?
10 a.m.
No, 10 a.m. by him, but he said people saw him
Around
later.
2 p.m. was the last reported sighting of him going into the clubhouse.
I think we should go to the clubhouse.
I have to notice that the woods around these parts don't seem to be logged. Where are you guys getting your resources from to renovate?
Oh, Home Depot.
Yield Home Depot.
You'll-
No, he brings it in from Glasgow. I don't. He's got a guy there that buys all the stuff. But notably, a couple weeks before Macmillan's visit, our first electrician walked off the job. After about an hour's work, he babbled about a ghost in the clubhouse and it being haunted. And then a few days later, another electrician reported seeing a luminous phantom at the end of the upstairs hall that vanished a moment later, and he also left and quit. And then just 2 days before Macmillan's visit, a group of 3 men, honest ones, they came to me middle of the day and said that they had seen a specter and had walked into the ballroom where they were working. It was indistinct and shifting, but they all saw it. Every single one of them saw it. It came toward them, raising an arm, and then vanished. They refused to return to the ballroom. I didn't know what to believe.
What do you know about the original construction of this golf course before it became a military base?
Nothing.
Does anybody?
Mackenzie was very quiet about how he built things.
No, Mackenzie.
Mackenzie.
Mackenzie
Mackenzie's the
brought it.
original designer.
Is that the super designer that
Yep.
designed a shit course?
Okay.
You, no, I don't.
So let me walk you through my conversation, all right, with Macmillan. He arrived in his car shortly after, he left his house that morning. This elderly American was furious with the lack of progress and with my apparent lack of leadership. I tried to explain the situation and stand by my men, but he wouldn't hear any of it. I considered leaving the job behind for the first time since I'd taken it. Macmillan ranted and shouted for a good 10 minutes. He drew quite the audience from the craftsmen, and he let them know what he thought of me and the situation. By the end of the tirade, Macmillan stormed off towards the first hole, walking at a brisk pace, muttering angrily. He wasn't seen again for more than an hour, apparently having toured the course, and then... most of the men were giving him a wide berth. Nobody was going to go talk to him. They reported him going to the clubhouse, and that was the last I had heard of his whereabouts for the day. I got ready to lock up that night, and I noticed his car was still there, so I went and found someone. Hang on.
Murray.
No, I went and found another one of my craftsmen, and we looked around the clubhouse for an hour, thinking maybe he had fallen or, hurt himself somehow.
Help!
But we searched that place and found not a trace of him. So that night I went to Mrs. Macmillan and reported it. She called the police. They came out and did their investigation. We're gone within a couple hours.
They found nothing, right?
Nothing.
Well, could you take us there now?
Now?
Once
Yes.
you finish your beer, of course.
Now.
You don't have to drive.
I'll drive. Let me just finish my beer.
Well, I'm not going to fit in your car. I'll be fine. I'll drive. He's going to get up and stumble, and he's gonna be like, you know what? Maybe here, and he's just gonna hand you the keys. You guys can get this.
Okay. I don't have to steal it from him.
One more thing. How long ago did everybody stop showing up to work? You said electricians walked off. When did you stop work on that?
Well, the police made us shut it down until he's found.
Okay. So there was still work being done when he went missing. It
Yes.
wasn't completely stagnant. Okay. All right, let's go.
Come
All
on,
right.
Vominos.
Pleasure
Drive
meeting
auto.
you, Aaron.
Sure you don't want me
Try
to
this
drive?
time, or
Sure.
I think
you got it.
Probably. Actually. No, I failed.
All right, move over. You're drunk. Move over.
Just a little.
guys, I can drive.
Hold on, I got this. All right.
Bonnie, roll it.
Oh, Bonnie's got it.
16.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Bonnie's like, I'll drive, and gets on the wrong side of the car
She
again.
gets
No, I
in.
get the back seat this time.
You're Bonnie McMillan.
One day you'll
right?
get it, Bon Bon. You'll get it one day.
Thank you for having confidence. I know how to drive. I do.
You just get in and
One
sit
day.
directly on this. On the
It's not cars.
All right, so
I know how to drive, just not cars.
it takes you guys another 20 or so minutes to get back there. Are we keying the lock, or do you want to shoot it off now that
Key
you
in
got
the
the
lock.
keys?
We got the key.
Can we just take the keys and shoot an Aaron?
Wait, did you just
Nara's
say we
not
take the
with
keys and
us.
shoot Nara?
Yeah.
We'd have to go back to the pub for that.
Oh, well, that's still an option, right?
I can lure him into the woods.
We're not.
I thought he came with us.
We're not
I'm
shooting
sorry.
Naren right now.
I forgot that he didn't come with us. So my bad.
Why do we need to shoot?
Let's.
Cause
All right,
he's an
so you guys,
asshole.
you go and pop
Yeah, I'm
the
gonna
pop the
shoot you
lock.
next then.
Who's rolling decks to get this lock open?
Me.
Not
Wait, probably
Wait.
not me.
Dex.
What's my?
Yeah, roll it,
I
Bonnie.
have 80.
I have.
Pass!
All right, yeah.
Oh.
Bonnie sticks the third key in and finally gets it.
Good for
Lock
something.
comes done.
He
Chain
gave
falls
us
to the
his
ground.
whole rack of keys.
They're all for this property, yeah.
Okay.
How great is that?
So,
This
you
is
guys
great.
walking up or driving up? It's a quarter mile.
I mean, if it opens the gate completely, we could probably drive up, right? Makes sense.
Should we lock the gate behind us?
Probably.
No, because what if we need to
What if we need to
get out fast?
What if the kids...
If we have the car in there with us, and if the gate somehow gets locked on us, we can drive the car through the gate.
Try, yeah.
It's a military gate.
It's better than nothing, man.
Yeah.
The gate will go through the car. Either way, the problem's solved.
All right,
Let's
let's
keep
leave the
going.
gate open.
How
for the
about this?
party.
How about we just take the lock and the chain with us? So we
I
just
like
leave,
that
don't
idea.
just leave it
Why
on the
are we
ground.
so worried about the block?
How many?
Just take it. If you're worried about it,
Yeah,
take it.
toss in the car. Let's go.
All right. Everybody roll me a spot hidden on your drive up there.
Wee!
Oh shit, extreme.
Ooh.
Extreme.
Ooh, I made it.
Okay,
See that
my,
shit?
my
Sticking my head out
I got
the
my
just a normal
extreme
pass.
is,
I don't think I
15 and
passed.
I rolled a 10.
So we got two extremes. Roll me d4s as well.
Oh no.
Hey, thank God, finally.
One.
One sanity loss.
Lose that, +1 sanity. You two notice in one of the windows in the clubhouse on the second floor, a large dark figure move briskly across one window, and then another 10 feet down or so, where you would assume the staircase would be, you see it continue past another window.
So like it shouldn't be walking there because the staircase goes down. Is that what you're saying?
No, it's just there shouldn't be anybody there.
Yeah.
And when it moved, it covered the whole window and then the
shit.
whole
Alright.
How
window.
large? Not as,
I mean, big enough to fill a 3 foot by 5 foot window.
Probably a death claw.
Hell yeah.
I think I'm seeing things, but seems like somebody's in there after all.
You're just drunk.
I just saw. a
I
ghost.
might be drunk, but
That may
I
be,
but I have very acute
Okay,
senses.
the two drunk people are seeing things in the windows. Imagine that.
Bonbon isn't drunk. She just opened that lock and
I
showed all of
I
us how
s-
to do it.
I serve alcohol. I don't drink it.
Bonbon is also.
So, do you guys want a little history on the golf course, or do we not
Actually,
give a
I'm really
shit?
smart.
Yeah,
Bonbon.
that's what I was asking about earlier.
Bonnie
So-
McMiller.
The
I have
golf
an 85
course
in history.
at Thistledown is 18 holes, and it was originally designed by noted architect Alistair Mackenzie.
Alistair, good name.
That is a great name.
This was commissioned by the Montrose family in the summer of 1900. Construction of the course and its clubhouse began in fall of 1901 and was completed in the spring of 1903. Thistledown opened with local fanfare but garnered little national attention. After a promising start, the course suffered a steady decline in interest and profits. Blamed for its performance was attributed to its location.
Wait. You said this is when Alistair Mackenzie designed it. Was in 1901.
Yep.
But the girl died on it in 1878.
No, that's actually when he was born was 78.
Oh, wow,
I just had
sorry.
the dates wrong.
No, it says 1914 girl was murdered.
Correct.
Okay, yeah,
And it
so
was
that
open
makes
in
more sense.
1900.
I'm sorry,
Yep,
my
yep.
bad.
So it was too far from population centers and to a number of high-profile reviewers that declared young Mackenzie's design as decidedly hit and miss. After 6 years, the Monroe's family finally closed the club, and from 1909 onward, the course grew derelict. A small number of local golfers occasionally stole onto the golf course after the closure, but without proper upkeep, it became overgrown and was useless by the end of 1911. With the outbreak of the war in 1914, the course had found some utility as an infantry training ground, but that occupation was short-lived. In 1917, the gates to Thistledown were closed seemingly for good, and both the clubhouse and the course were abandoned. Macmillan's renewal of the golf course in 1925 has brought it up to its original standards and greatly improved the lackluster holes from Mackenzie's initial design.
You put in better holes.
Yep. Where'd those two go?
Maybe they're checking out some lackluster holes.
Butt fucking.
Not even
You gonna try the
limping.
pineapple one now?
That was fast.
I prefer the pineapple a little bit.
It's a safe word.
Pineapple.
Mine's waxworm.
That'll
I like
do
the
it. Yeah.
fizziness more. But it's good. It is good.
It's different flavor. Different
So-
style.
Different strokes.
I'm gonna be looking at windows while we approach, by the way, since I saw that.
You know, I'll
Make
go
a history
stroking it.
roll.
Yes, I do.
All of you make a history roll.
I know it.
No.
I have an 85 in history, and I rolled a 91. You love to see it.
Nope.
No passes on the history rolls.
I have a 5 in history.
Who gives?
So did you pass?
No.
I could use 6 luck and pass. Do you want me to do that?
It's 100% up to you.
All right, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go down.
You
to 70.
you now know quite a bit about golf all of a sudden.
It turns out I knew it all along.
You recognize the 9th and 10th green and tee box near the clubhouse on your walk. Separating them is the groundskeeper's hut and would appear to be the generator for the site as well.
Ooh, let's go generate.
What?
Some friction?
All right, so what's our plan? Are we just going into the clubhouse, onto the clubhouse, onto the golf course?
YOLO
Probably
clubhouse.
into the clubhouse.
Go to the clubhouse and get abducted.
What?
All
We
right.
could go to
Fucked
the
by
thing.
aliens.
The clubhouse's entrance and foyer are attractively painted. Who's going in first?
I got it.
All right, everybody else, roll me a listen.
No.
Oh, fuck. I have the best listen.
Oh my god, I got an extreme.
You hear the generator from that
got-
hut
I got,
kick on.
Regular.
I got a hard
What?
pass.
I thought that's where we were going.
You guys, well, the generator's next to the clubhouse, so it's not. But as you're going into the clubhouse, you hear the generator kick on.
Wow. Okay.
What was that? Why is that doing that?
I don't know.
Thanks for the follow. Batty Matty. Great name.
I don't know. who
Love to
did it.
see you here.
So
So yeah, the generator
somebody
kicks
who's-
on.
if somebody is proficient in like electrical repair and stuff, does it seem weird?
That person is not here currently.
Well, I am proficient in electrical
Roll it.
repair.
I have a lot of electrical
Do I have like
repair
knowledge
history.
that is it like you know
What is it? Mechanical repair?
electrical?
Electrical repair.
No, I have no clue. 67.
I mean, you do, like, with basic common knowledge, you don't see any lights on inside, so it's weird that it would need electricity and kick on. It's also weird that nobody went there to turn it on.
Can I go take a look? I'm good at this stuff.
I'm gonna go take a
You
look
are
at what?
inside and have no clue that that happened.
I am going to. So I would like to look.
So, no.
So I would like to look back at the windows because I'm a little paranoid.
Well, you guys are, like, underneath the
I
doorway.
can't see anything,
No.
right? And then I would like to probably
Yes,
turn
finish
around and
up
go
the
back to that
pineapple one.
generator box. 'Cause I suppose it would be weird.
All right, going to the generator box.
Yes.
Who's going to the generator? Are you guys telling Bonnie, or are you just letting her roam in oblivious?
I'm gonna say, well, that was weird. I don't know. So I'm gonna turn around and start walking that way.
Bonnie, do you believe it was weird?
I didn't hear shit, so I don't know what the
Well, she just said that was weird, so.
What was weird?
What's weird?
This generator.
What?
Hold up.
Can I hear it now that I'm in there?
If you go outside, you could probably hear it.
Susie is.
Susie's
I'm just
what?
gonna assume everything in
Walking.
here is weird, so nothing.
When
is
Susie
weird.
decides to, you know, when she finally decides,
If
she
everything
just.
is weird, it's normal.
Everything is awesome and you're part of a team. All right, so who's going to the groundskeeper's hut?
With the plunger under my armpit, like.
I'll go
back.
to the groundskeeper's
Oh, if they
hut.
turn around and I notice, then I'm gonna go. And I noticed.
Roll me a spot hidden.
I rolled a 5, which is a very, very high.
Yeah, you noticed.
All right.
You actually knew before they were going to turn around that they turned around. So the groundskeeper's hut, right off the 9th hole, is super overgrown. It's a small brick house, severely weathered. The windows are busted out of it. The interior is rotting and damp. About 20 feet behind it, there's a generator outbuilding. It looks like it houses a huge diesel generator, which is used for the clubhouse, which is currently running.
Go look at it, electrical
I am.
repair.
I'm going looking at it.
Me three.
Roll your electrical technological.
Oh, actually, you know what? I'm handy. I think I have advantage.
I know it.
Did you say you're handsy?
Handy.
Okay.
I think I can do
also
advantage.
handsy.
What were you rolling for, Bonnie?
Electrical knowledge. It's on.
Just a second.
Bonnie's like, it's on, guys. It's running.
Somebody turned it on.
I'm pretty sure somebody
Okay,
filled it
so
with gas.
You have to
exactly how
decide.
I sound.
I have this. My trait is handy.
Yeah, you are.
It says reduces difficulty by 1 level or gains bonus die at the keeper's discretion when making electrical repair and blah 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 rolls. So do you want me to get a
What are
bonus
blah
die?
blah blah rolls?
Electrical repair, mechanical repair, and operate heavy machinery rolls.
This would be an operate heavy machinery because you're not repairing anything.
I have a 1.
Well, I'm just checking it out. Does it operate?
Yeah.
So do I
Not
get?
my wheel.
Do I
Well,
get
no, roll mechanical repair. You can have advantage.
advantage, right? Okay.
I have a 65 in mechanical repair. Turns out.
68
That was so close.
Nothing.
and 69.
Nice.
Nice.
69 is an auto
And you
pass.
said mechanical, right? I don't.
You
think I
recognize
missed.
there
Really?
is a
because I did not pass.
no. You got a 69. That's a pass.
Great, and I guess it's
We have new rules.
Somebody's
for this Cthulhu.
designed a trigger for the generator that
nice
remotely
one.
starts the machine to maintain power to the clubhouse. The trigger consists of a wired box attached to the generator. It looks pretty new. It's definitely not part of the original, now rusty machine.
So it's a box that's turned on. Basically, it's turned on remotely. Is that what it
Mm-hmm.
is?
I dropped a dice and I did.
I would like to share that information with the group and said, well, somebody made this, which makes it turn on remotely, which is very.
So and the manual switch to turn it off and on is still there. Like it could just be turned on manually as well or off.
So
Then I
I'm
guess
going to
we
flip
should
it then.
invest.
You
in
flipping
turning
it off?
Off, yeah.
Okay, yeah, it turns off.
Okay.
Then about 30 seconds later, it kicks itself back on.
Then we should go
Somebody's
investigate
doing it.
inside to find the guy
turned
who's
itself
doing
on,
it.
So I would like to this.
I'm gonna
hot
go
that's next to it.
inside. I'm gonna. Okay.
I would like to
Go
leave
inside.
Susie Meyerson here and
Yep.
go back to the
You guys can go
clubhouse.
Yep.
inside. I would like to investigate the keeper's hut that's next to it. The
Bye.
generator.
There's nothing in the
Bye.
there's nothing in it. It's
Locked up,
there's
Bye, little
literally
lady.
nothing in the
Don't die.
groundskeeper's hut.
empty.
Yeah, it's like rot. The roof's falling in, and it's like
Okay.
there's nothing in the groundskeeper's
You
hut.
don't have to wait for me. You can go.
We already did. We left you
Good.
there.
Good.
Yeah.
All right, what are you
Probably
doing next?
safer drunk in a hut.
Less things for you to trip over.
All right,
You
so
could trip over you because
did anybody stay with Susie?
No, nobody cares about me.
My
I'll stay with
I'm
you.
not that tall.
I can figure out this machine.
We'll figure it out.
Roll spot hidden.
Ooh. Oh no.
Hard pass.
All zeros is 100.
Yep.
Hard pass.
Unfortunately, you are swept up in this horrible failure by Susie Meyerson.
I'm sorry. I mean, I'd still probably hang out with this box for a little bit and see if it kicks on. And
It did kick on. Every time you turn it off, it kicks right back on.
I'm gonna try to hold the manual thing down.
It'll just kick back on.
We're going inside the building.
All right, so you guys are going inside.
Yeah.
Do we hear her playing with the button?
You do.
I'm gonna be stealthy though.
So the clubhouse's entrance and foyer are attractively painted a pale hunter's green. Elaborate plaster, cornices, and white fluted pilasters stand out against the green walls. High overhead, a large crystal chandelier hangs from the ceiling. It is activated by a brass switch near the front desk, which you can see when you walk in. 3 rolls of dark green carpet and another roll of thick underlay are stacked against the southern wall across from the long polished oak front desk. The floor here is unfinished and mostly original. The newer floorboards stand out a dull gold among the old silvery gray planks.
Does the flips happen to work? Ugh.
So if you flip the light switch on, the lights turn on, and then when you hear her turn the generator off, they turn off.
Okay, but when it turns back on, can I flip it again and do they stay
Well,
on?
so if you flip it on and leave the switch on, every time the generator starts back up, the light comes on. So I need those of you inside to roll me spot hiddens.
Nope. I don't see shit.
Fail.
Can I roll for Noah?
I got to pass.
All right. You notice the stained glass windows up above the front door are black. It's light outside, but there's no light coming through the windows.
Can we go back inside now?
All right, so after a couple of the
I mean,
generator
I'm gonna
flips,
mess with it for a while, get mad at it, maybe smack it or punch it, and then if it doesn't,
Plunge it.
Susie, violence is not the answer.
sometimes it is. Trust me.
Slurp.
Just gotta use it wisely.
all right, so are you two heading back to the clubhouse?
I am.
I am, yeah, but I mean, I'm gonna be paying attention around, and I'm not sure. I'm curious who is doing this. Like, if it's
Well,
remote.
it's automatically turning itself on.
I'm gonna check out the clubhouse.
You
from
have
outside.
figured that out.
Well, I figured out that it's remotely somewhere turned on, but where?
That's right there.
I wonder if it's like a gas
No,
making
it's-
this all crazy.
Right there.
Didn't you say that it was turned on remotely somewhere? Was
Well,
it just
no,
wired the way
that
that-
box
Maybe nobody's
is
actually
turning it
trying to
on,
turn
so
it. Oh, that box
it's making
is-
it
okay.
maintain a certain amount of electricity.
Okay.
There's some spooky shit.
Does anything look weird? As
I wanna get
approach
down to the bottom
clubhouse
of
and
it.
look
We
around?
figured that out.
Nope.
That's why I was like, we're done here.
All right, so
Well, you
when
did, I
when you three go in, roll me a spot hidden. Once you're inside,
98.
That's a hard.
you rolled already, right?
Basically poking
Oh.
the door.
Yeah, just these three that are
Regular.
coming in. Yep, sorry.
Regular.
I just rolled because I felt like
Regular.
19.
Oh, I thought.
Is that a hard or an extreme?
Oh,
That's a hard.
So you notice that the stained glass windows up above
no, wait,
the
no, wait.
door.
Oh,
That's a 9.
Once you
Hold on,
walk
hold,
in-
hold on.
you
I'm
choose.
sorry, the 20 is a 0, right?
Yeah, that's a 0.
It's a 0, a 20 and a 9?
Yeah.
You rolled
Zero-
an
a 9,
extreme.
sorry.
Okay.
Extreme.
So you super notice this, but the stained glass,
Super
the
notice.
stained glass up above the doors, and on the sides of the door and the front of the building, are essentially rendered black by something behind them.
Can I throw something at it?
I should be back.
But you notice this, generally, like that's weird that the windows are black because it's light outside. But you notice that each individual, like they are actual stained glass. There's no reason for them to be black. They're not painted black.
Yeah.
For some reason, something behind them is blocking out the sun. And then we'll fight in the shade.
A thing.
I think we should break the windows.
I think this is Pulp Cthulhu. We should definitely break the windows.
This is why my 95 sanity is all right because I don't notice
Is
shit.
there anything I can throw against the window?
You want to go pick up a rock?
I'm full of Scottish valor. Let's go.
You just go kick it. I mean, there's some down like that go from the floor up.
I'm not
You
gonna
should,
kick
you
a
should,
glass
you should
window.
ride the chandelier and
On the chandelier.
Don't give me any
The
ideas.
chandelier.
Fight this ghost. Let's do this.
I could hit it with my machete.
A shotgun. Dude,
You should shoot it.
I'm gonna shoot this.
These are not
What
good
are we
ideas.
shooting?
Hold on. Recap. What are we doing?
So Anastasia and I screwed around with the generator, couldn't figure out what happened, and we joined them in the clubhouse.
the
And they
generator
found
was
out that the
kicking
windows
on
are blacked
automatically.
out
Like
and
if you,
On the outside.
inside.
So
so if you manually
So,
turn it off, it
let,
kept
let-
coming back
let me
on.
let me describe the windows for you. Okay, so they're about 3 feet across, and they run from the ground up the height of the door on either side of the doorway, and then up above on the right and left side there are also two more rounded stained glass. All of those are rendered black essentially. So if you just want to walk up and touch it, you could do that, Bonnie.
That sounds like a bad idea.
That sounds like meta knowledge.
I think it sounds like you should lie.
I mean, it
and say
looks
you're
like a
not
window,
touching
right?
even
It just
are
looks like
touching
it's
it.
stained.
I don't think I can get the.
No,
keeper
it's
on that.
black, not stained. It's not letting any light in whatsoever.
I'm gonna go touch it.
It's glass. Touch it. Just it feels like lead glass.
I'm straight up gonna just go up and open the door.
Go back outside.
Or go outside and open.
All right, what are you doing out there?
Wait. You said we were inside.
We're in the clubhouse. We just put it
Yep.
You just- okay, that's what I thought. The black
Do you want to go
outside?
outside and look at the windows from this side?
Yes.
We're inside the clubhouse. The black is coming from outside. It looks like it's like pitch black night outside,
Yep.
but it's not. It's daytime.
Are you opening the door to look?
Like we know that it's day. I'm just
Yep.
saying that's.
Yes, you know that it is daytime. It's
Okay.
it's like 5:30 in the
Yeah,
afternoon.
fuck it. Let's go see what the hell's going on.
So you go back outside, and it's beautiful stained glass, illuminated brightly from the sun.
Nothing ordinary or out of the
No,
ordinary.
nothing weird.
All
It
right.
doesn't look black from the
Weird.
outside.
Nope.
Well, head back in, I guess, and just say that it's all normal on the outside.
But it's black on the inside.
But it's black on the inside.
That's cool. Let's keep going.
Yeah, we got like one direction to go, I guess.
Yeah.
To hell.
Which direction are you going?
So what's
I would like
where
to
can
be-
we go from the? It's the main foyer, I'm guessing.
All right, so
Much
here.
fancy.
Foyer.
I think there's golf
foyer?
clubs around here.
The foyer.
We take golf
The
balls against
foyer.
windows.
Foyer. It's the
the
foyer.
artesian.
Foyer.
Here are the official floor
Looks like
plans,
fucking campaign off.
which were given to you by Newman or whatever his name was,
So
Darren.
Darren.
We have more copies of
pause.
this, so we can have one per table.
What happens if Eli and I just fuck off the campaign and just go play some golf?
You can absolutely do that.
Let's
We
go
have
play
one
golf.
of these or
See this card?
Let's just play
Yeah,
golf
one
and
of
see
these
if
or
we
not?
see any stupid shit.
No, that's all.
So we're
You know
in the
what?
great
I'm down
hall
for that.
Let's
right
do it.
now.
You guys are in the entrance
You
foyer
might see some
area,
shit.
great
We
hall,
might
like
be in the center of some shit.
Oh,
These
okay.
ghosts
There's the
don't want
entrance
us to.
foyer
Is this
right
like
here.
Scooby-Doo?
yep.
This is all fake.
So, like
Just
most
like
Scottish golf
golf
courses, Thistledown makes an excellent use of Scotland's rocky landscape, brimming with wild shrubs, colorful flowers, and heathers. Each hole employs varied landscapes, sand and water traps, and rough areas to increase the challenge and make the golf course more interesting.
Hey, there's a changing room for you guys.
We're gonna see if we can find some golf stuff to go golfing.
There's a
You can
golf
absolutely
shop.
there are golf clubs in the locker room right next to you.
We're gonna see what happens when we go golfing.
We're gonna go golfing
Where do
while
you
they
think
investigate.
We're gonna
I
die.
say the
Probably.
second
We're
gonna
floor
die
because who
immediately.
gives a shit about the changing
Well, what if we
areas or
don't?
the shop?
I don't know how bad of an idea this is, but it sounds fun.
I don't think so, because we've seen figures in the second floor window.
I also don't want to piss
Thing
him
is
off.
that
'cause, like,
maybe-
I think he really wants us to do this campaign.
Well, let's go
All
to
right.
the second story. If
You guys
that's
going into the
where-
men's locker room to get golf clubs?
Yes.
Are we really doing
Yes.
this? Are we-
1000%.
Can we take a break? Like
Yeah.
a bathroom break?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
For
yeah.
me to get out, like I need to be
Yeah, we got.
able to get up.
That's fine.
Time out.
Go.
We could ask for some meta knowledge here.
Intermission.
Does it actually have a thing for going golfing?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
All right, then let's go golfing. I guess we're at a dead end. We gotta get our minds off this crap. No. Dude,
I got freaked out seeing some ghosties.
what if this is how we solve it? What if the ghost just wants to play golf with?
I doubt that's why, but the little girl was murdered on the golf course. So
Maybe she went golfing.
Golfing when you're
Jesus.
not supposed to. Number one cause of death on this weird golf course.
Inappropriate golfing.
Inappropriate. Oh, you got some allergies over there or what?
Plus drinking.
We'll be right back. We're going to take a brief intermission.
Stay tuned for more golf.
But we greatly appreciate you all listening, watching, viewing. You can also offer these guys assistance. I will absolutely relay your messages to them. So don't be shy.
If you guys have any meta clues that won't break the game's immersion, go ahead.
And I'm about 90% sure. I'm about 90% sure you're going to witness two people choke to death on golf clubs shortly.
On golf clubs? See, man, I was hoping this was gonna ramp up to some like Scooby-Doo stuff.
All right, I did it, Jeff. I upped my volume and muted theirs. No, I didn't mute theirs, but I turned it down.
Straight up, we're gonna die.
No, you might not.
Well, okay, I'll take it.
I mean,
Might
you
not,
guys,
I might
you
not.
will be wielding golf clubs.
Wait, do I have a shotgun, or is that something we didn't take with us?
No, you got your shotgun.
Oh, okay. Well, then let's do this. I guess
What?
we are gonna go ghost hunting with golf gloves.
So the first thing I'll need from the two of you before you even go into the locker room is art and craft golfing skill rolls.
You have a 90-something art and craft skill. You are gonna be phenomenal at this.
You're damn right I am. I'm also really good
Oh,
at acting, so I'm gonna look the role too.
I have technical drawing skills.
Can I take a root beer?
Go for it. There, I did that now, Jeff. I got it backwards.
What's that?
Oh, he wanted me to turn my volume down and your volume's up.
Oh, okay. I wasn't really sure if I was really coming through on these, so I'm like trying to lean towards either one, but
Yeah, I mean, get as close as you can when talking, but there's no guarantee on.
hello.
This is a slightly bigger crew than I intended to have. I actually didn't think Eli was going to show up today, so.
I was surprised I was actually able to make it.
Well, Eli and I can only hope that our drunken antics will prove entertaining.
Yeah, we're still streaming.
We're gonna beat this. We're gonna be the stars of this. We're gonna be the underdogs, right? Completely unconventional. Like,
Well, you're going to be
golfing.
something.
You just watch. We're gonna make you work for these deaths, okay?
Work for these
I
guys.
think we're handing them to him on a platter or
Nah.
on a golf course. Right?
Nah. Kyle and I have danced this dance 1,000 times.
At least 1,000. Eli?
I got the charm.
David?
Jesus, Eli.
Look at this fucking guy. He can't even walk right.
You're gonna do.
Sorry
spill
for the
books.
language.
Wait till the golf course.
Okay, sweet. I appreciate all of the input on audio. Unfortunately, my headphones that I have kind of cheat and let me hear everything perfectly. So, hopefully, it'll be great from here on out. I mean, it's about to be great.
Well, this is a different setup, isn't it? Too a little bit.
This is our first time doing this setup. So,
Okay. Well, yeah.
any constructive compliments, right? Constructive compliments is our
constructive criticism.
No, not criticism.
No, we don't-
Constructive compliments.
No, sorry, no critics here. Like, I just want you to take all the criticism you have for us and just let go of it. Just get it out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything is awesome.
Man, see, this is okay. The Twitch stuff. Or the
You're
streaming stuff?
gorgeous, Jeff. You're gorgeous.
You're gorgeous. This is when we need. What was that kid's name?
Carter,
Carter. This is when we need Carter.
the dedicated "I'm here to die" player.
So for anybody that doesn't know, there's a kid named Carter that whenever he would play with us would do the absolute stupidest thing possible and branch off from the group as soon as he could and immediately died in the most gruesome ways possible. And it was just a fucking blast. It was just great.
He was stapled to the deck of a ship with an ice spear once.
Well, I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but he tried to follow in my footsteps that one time and thought that branching off and doing the unconventional thing would work out for him. But like you said, he immediately got speared by a 5-foot-long ice chunk, killed immediately, and you said, yeah,
Yep.
Anybody else who follows him, going the same way.
Yep.
But
one of my favorite Carter deaths. This kid, the group's doing an investigation on this fundraiser event, and he decides to. Well, it got closed down because somebody was found dead in an upstairs room. He decides to sneak out of the place, and then as soon as he gets outside, he tries to run from the cops when they try to stop him. Well, he ends up getting billy clubbed, arrested, and then goes absolutely crazy while under police custody and gets put into a psych ward. Then proceeds to jump out of a third-story window, break both of his legs, then try to walk back to the group, gets captured by the baddies that they're hunting, and turned into a milkmaid, essentially.
Oh, I remember
He got turned
that.
into a hybrid animal DNA milking pod.
a pile of flesh that's just oozing milk and just suckled on by monsters. No,
It was
a
terrifying and awesome and just everything terrible at the same time.
A fitting end for a terrible player.
Yeah.
I'm just terrible. I'm just kidding. Kids, he's just a kid.
Or, I mean, we had a campaign where the whole group was tied to each other's injuries, and he broke both of his legs.
I remember that. I remember he
snapped his knees backwards, and everybody else got the same fate, and they weren't with him.
His shins snapped in half, and we all felt the pain of it, and it just fucked us because. And then the wolves came for him, I think, or at least I said that they came for him, and I think he just went with it. because like we're just like he's just helpless, laying on the road, and then he just hears the howling of wolves off in the woods, and he's done. Which is great because that's what I was going to do until he did it. I was going to branch off and see what the hell was the other
story
way.
about Carter and not Noah.
Yeah, it's great. That's how I survived another campaign.
Yep.
This is a cool setup, man. I like this.
I think one of our better total party kills was one of our dice cheaters that always succeeded on every roll.
Dice cheaters.
I'm not going to use names, but he lied on his dice.
Okay.
Right? You might have been part of this. This was the French Revolution.
Okay, I remember there would be in the French Revolution being James, Kodiak, myself, Jess.
Yes.
I think Robina.
Nick.
That would probably be the dice cheater then.
Yeah.
I don't mean, sorry, I didn't mean to out.
Cheated. I mean, got an extreme success when he didn't need, when he shouldn't, when failing was the option to maintain glamoring eye contact with a vampire, who then lured him and the rest of the party into a trap because he succeeded on this roll, and everybody was mobbed by hungry vampires and ripped to shreds.
Yeah, I won't name names, but yeah, no, that's literally how it happened. We were not lying. 400 vampires stormed the courtyard and just devoured us.
Yep.
There was
no. That was. I mean, that was pretty epic. If you're gonna.
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna go anyway, like that was the human soup day. That was great. That was great. That was the first time I ever played with James.
Human soup.
The human soup.
Delicious.
Human soup and ladies.
Fatty.
Yeah, human soup and dead babies. Great.
Yeah, that was. Sorry, I hope we're not boring you with our reminiscing of the
I'd call this an intermission.
multitude of glorious and heinous deaths.
I mean, when it really comes down to it, we're a fun group to play with. Just, I mean, fuck, if any of you were
so
out
it
there.
wasn't even. Oh, it was Kodiak. So it wasn't even one of the dice cheaters.
No, it
Well, I
wasn't.
guess I'm pretty sure Kodiak doesn't cheat.
Oh,
his
Kodiak's on
dice.
there?
Yeah.
Hey, Kodiak, how you doing? But yeah, no, it was you motherfucker. You're the one who fucking. Ugh. I'm just kidding. I love you.
Kodiak's a sweetheart. Kodiak,
is.
we miss you, buddy.
We do. You were fun because you actually like take this shit seriously and like tried to
Kodiak
immerse yourself.
He was one of the few players at the beginning that actually participated instead of just meta-acknowledging everything.
Yeah.
I shouldn't say that. There was just a mix of metagamers / actual players, so it was hard to keep everything straight.
Well, when we started out, I think what is the problem with almost all of these kind of RPG groups is that everybody is trying to be the guy. They're trying to be the guy that has all the quips, does all the crazy shit, that does all the great stuff, it has all the jokes.
That doesn't go well in Cthulhu.
Not when everyone's trying to do it. And no, it's what ends up dooming almost the entire party. And like, I mean, I'll admit, of course, I've tried to be that guy too. I think everybody has, but it's like you got to know when to do it, I guess.
Yeah, there's times. Kodiak, how you been, by the way, man?
Yeah, we kind of miss
surviving.
You, man. Haven't seen you forever. And now we wait for the text response.
What's the posse up to?
Kodiak, what's your credit card number?
Are they cracking packs? Lottery tickets?
Social Security. I'm asking for a friend.
Intermission not over. I tried to round them up.
Intermission extension.
We were just reminiscing about Carter's many deaths.
On and off note, how bad is golfing to actually go do as a waste of time?
Well, what's your golf skill?
95.
Perfect.
My arts and crafts is 90.
Arts and crafts. Golf, Eli.
What's the base stats for arts and craft golf?
0.
That's what mine is.
Mark, did you ever play with Carter?
I don't think so.
The dedicated I'm Here to Die player?
No.
I mean, he once died before the campaign even started. Well, that's not true. He didn't make it off the boat to start the campaign. He got thrown overboard in the Atlantic and then failed 3 swim rolls in a row.
Nice.
All because he tried to punch somebody in the face before we started.
Was it a general?
What?
Nothing.
All right, Kyle, I think I have an idea. You're an idea man, and I think you'll appreciate this. I think you need to put another one of these microphones in the bathroom. so that when everyone takes bathroom break, everybody can hear it.
Oh, by the way, how many mics can you plug into that?
It can handle 4, like just straight up as is, but I've got 2 boxes to split, so I can put 6 in.
Oh, I was gonna say because I have a dynamic mic. I can start bringing lists if we're.
I would just have to get another box, but yeah, we
Be in the
could.
bush.
We could do that.
So I got one with
Just hide behind it. We won't. No one will know.
Close enough.
Yeah, as long as it doesn't need to be powered. I can't power it through these boxes.
Yep.
I would have. I mean, I guess I could order a powered box. But.
So it's a dynamic. It would exact same plugins as this.
Okay, so yeah, it should be fine. Well, yeah, you said dynamic.
Yep.
My brain's on
Give me an
golfing.
excuse to use that
Here?
mic, then I'd have a fancy.
Where?
We're here-ish. This great hall
Not as cool looking mic.
in
but
the
different looking mic.
clubhouse. We're like looking out the
Which
windows,
mic
right?
is it?
Seeing it's all black.
It's
Is that
a
where we're at?
ZDM one.
I would have to look. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, it's like the same structure as these,
Okay.
just probably like a step down. Not quite as good.
We are here.
You guys are in the entrance foyer. Is that what it was called, Rubina?
Yep, there it goes. Entrance foyer. So that's where we're looking out at the glass stained windows.
Yep.
Or stained glass windows.
Correct.
Okay.
Time to kill
No, maybe golfing's a
Eli.
bad idea.
I mean,
That's what I'm kind of thinking.
Bonnie McMurray. Oh no, you're committed.
Maybe we should just.
You're gonna have to
say
talk
we're
your characters
investigating
out
the
of it
golf
now.
course.
He's a liar. He's got to convince me.
Let's just tell them we're investigating the golf course.
I mean, there is a whole like 30 pages. It's part of the property, so if you want to investigate the golf course, that's
And
the
we'll
thing
just
you
bring
can do.
golf clubs with for defense purposes.
Can we talk like meta and stuff?
Yeah.
Okay, I remember last couple sessions you didn't want us to.
I mean, right now when we're not, I would
Yeah,
prefer to
when we're
keep
not-
that to a minimum while we're playing because
What's your question?
there's a few Eli's here that struggle keeping meta knowledge out of the game.
I can't help but feel like they unearthed something.
They definitely did, but the girl got killed on the golf course, so I do want to check that out.
Yeah, actually, that's actually not a bad point.
I just thought it would be fun to say we're going golfing and then investigate and come back and be like, we solved it.
We hit a great game.
So when we left off,
Maybe we hit the balls and they
Bonnie and
Walk
Charles
the entire way.
were looking for
We'll just
golf
bring one
clubs.
club each and golf balls.
They can't choke us both with one club. See?
All right.
Think outside the box.
Welcome back, everybody. Are we looking for golf clubs?
I think we're gonna say no. Yeah. I think we'll be team players. Yeah. All right.
It's a golf course. Golf isn't about a team.
Well, I think the smart thing to do is if we're gonna go on the golf course, we're all gonna go on the golf course. Like,
You know that new Magic the Gathering card, Split the
This
Party?
isn't Magic,
Do you
Kyle.
know what the flavor text on it is? I bet Mark does.
split up.
Turn that mic between the pair of you.
The split the party and
Don't.
Yeah.
Don't split the party.
What kind of hand-me-down bullshit are we dealing with here?
Eli move right there.
All right. Dear party. Dear party. Where are we going first?
Well, okay. Well, recap. We're all.
So you guys are all in the entrance foyer. Windows are black on the inside, perfectly normal on the outside.
Is there like a map of this golf course in here anywhere?
Well, not the golf course. There's
There's
just
a-
the
there's a
just the map
general
of the
map of-
place.
There's not a map of the golf course. I have the names of the holes if you want them.
I meant like the complex we're in, but
Yeah, you're
We
holding
know,
them.
Kyle. We know the names of the holes. We know.
this is what I'm on. Where were you gonna go if you were going to yell at your staff?
You're gonna yell at your staff?
Because this guy was pissed at all of his workers.
Yeah, no, that's a good question. The women's changing.
Well,
room.
based off of what Nairn told you, he was yelling at them outside, and everybody had come to witness the
Maybe his office?
debauchery.
Office and storage.
No, you just said outside.
I know, but maybe he was going to his office because he got done yelling at them.
His office was at home.
But it says office and storage.
That's just a general office. Because the renovations are not finished.
So I apologize for constantly asking for the recap here, but I just want to keep up to date on this. So like everybody saw him bitch out everybody on the golf course for basically being lazy.
Yep.
And then is that the last that pretty much everybody saw of him?
He went and stormed around the golf course for a while and then went in the clubhouse, and that was it.
golf clubhouse is where the last place anybody saw.
Yep, was going inside.
So
All right. Well, I think we should stay here. I'm sorry.
the moving figure that we saw from a distance was in the upstairs of this clubhouse, right?
Yes.
And let's just go up there.
I agree.
Second floor.
Yep.
Wait. Everybody take a golf club.
I have a matete.
All right. So up the stairs, the clubhouse's second floor is considerably more luxurious and impressive than the first floor. Intended to be more of a social space, the upper floor houses a large restaurant and ballroom, a gentleman's parlor, a smoking room, a small library that also serves as a meeting room. Let's see here. Also hidden away from view, the second floor houses the club's office, staff room, kitchen, pantry, bar, and storage. Grand rectangular windows, 6 feet high and 3 feet wide, overlook the golf course. These are the windows that you saw the figure moving across.
Nobody believed us. It was me and Eli.
Correct.
I know we're called drunkards, and nobody believed us, so nobody thinks that besides me and Eli. Well, Lonnie.
I'm gonna go look at the windows. Are they black too?
No, they look out over the golf course.
I guess I'll take a look around the ballroom. Is that where we're in then?
Oh, well, you guys are. You can tell me where you're at. What?
Does anybody have a listen
I have
ability?
90.
Does anybody have, like listen for weird noises?
45.
I got a 60.
There you go.
I mean, we can't see anything. We don't know. Obviously, it's visually disturbing, but
Do windows outlook from every side of the? Where would we have seen the movement come from the second floor windows?
Where you're standing?
Can I look around? Is there anything?
No, the windows are bigger than you thought.
any evidence that maybe somebody may have been moving stuff around or just been in this room?
There's fresh prints everywhere. No Bel Air.
Okay.
But there's that's
the
the
AC
air
kicking
conditioner. But roll me a listen, everybody.
Hard pass.
So
I failed.
anybody that passed,
Fail.
which was just Bonnie.
I
had a hard
passed.
pass.
I passed.
Okay. Pass or fail.
Fail.
You hear a scratching noise coming from down towards the staff room,
I'm gonna relay that information.
like this.
Yes.
I'm gonna walk towards the staff room.
So the scratching that you hear as you approach the staff room doesn't get louder, but you can hear it the same volume on the other side of the door.
Open or push the door in, I guess. Open
Slowly.
it. Is it unlocked?
Yeah. So the staff room is pitch black.
I have a book of matches.
Do we have a candle?
I just like a match to light the way.
There's a light switch.
All right, feel for the light switch, I suppose.
Light switch.
Keep forgetting there's electricity.
Yeah. The light illuminates the office. The room appears to have acted as a lunchroom for most of the restoration. It smells vaguely of rotten apples and moldy bread. There's a single sheet of paneling teetering atop a large empty wooden spool, which acts as a table. Pieces of paper lie scattered across a makeshift table, each showing gambling debts accrued through the long line of card games. 6 chairs like those found in the restaurant still sit around the table, now empty. Across from the window on the southern wall, the northern wall is dominated by a large chalkboard. When the investigators, which is you, first arrive, roll me a spot hidden.
Pass.
Pass.
Fail.
You guys notice an incomplete game of tic-tac-toe on the bottom right corner of the chalkboard with a piece of chalk like standing vertically in the tray up against the chalkboard.
That's the game.
Can this board like move at all? Slide?
No,
up
it
and down?
is. It's the size of our board over here. It's like 6 feet by 5 feet or 4 feet. It's a big board, bolted to the wall.
Play the game.
Gonna go finish the game. So when you approach the thing, you hear the window on the opposite side of the room start to rattle.
I'm gonna look at the window.
Do what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing.
I'm gonna keep looking at the window.
Yeah.
Gonna do it.
We pause for this brief intermission.
All right, pick up a piece of chalk, draw on an X to finish the game up. You win.
Okay.
What else are we doing?
I want to see what
Wonderful.
happens when we win.
Nothing.
I was really hoping that was like you just won the campaign. like
Or two.
So
Ghost is gone.
we all heard. Well,
You guys heard the window rattle kind of violently.
So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna erase it and then redraw the grid. You can just do the first X in the top corner. You set the chalk down.
Are you watching it?
Come. Turn
Are
out the
you
rat
all
window.
turning around, or are you watching
I'm
it?
looking at the window still. I'm turning the
I
opposite
mean, I'm gonna
direction.
go over by the window to see what's going on.
Can we do one of those double takes? You're just like, yeah, I'm just gonna go, and then like look.
So when you turn around, the room blinks black for a second. Just the lights, everything
Yeah.
flips off just for, just a millisecond, like barely off and on. And are you turning back around? The chalkboard is now covered in arrows, all pointing down. There's 50 plus arrows covering the entire chalkboard, drawn in chalk.
Gonna look down.
They appear to be drawn in a shaky hand, and they just point at the floor.
Basement.
Can you guys see any? Is there anything just to make sure there's nothing on this floor that's? Oh, you.
Yeah, can we
No,
see
no,
if
no,
there's
no,
any
no,
like
no, no,
trap
no,
doors
I'm
in the
sorry.
floor? I guess
Roll me trapdoor detection.
detection.
Spot hidden.
Hard pass.
There are no trapdoors.
Is there any loose panels? I don't know what the floor is made of.
No, it's wood, but they appear to be very well endowed.
Should we go to the basement?
I usually like right these nuts on that chalkboard.
No. Those are for me.
Yeah, I suppose we should start making our way to the basement.
Sure.
Making our
yeah.
way downtown.
Making our way downtown.
Anyone else have any ideas?
I mean, they're pointing down.
I'm gonna just
Sounds
pick.
like it-
So wait, is this a game at the bottom of a chalkboard or a chalkboard resting on a chalk? I couldn't remember what you said.
So the tic-tac-toe game was drawn on the chalkboard, and there was just a piece of chalk in the tray leaning against
Oh,
the
okay.
board.
Is there anything underneath the chalkboard, or is the chalkboard
The
global?
floor.
Okay. Thanks, Kyle.
All right, I
A
suppose.
pile of bodies.
All the skate-
So are you guys going down to the first floor, or are you going to try to get basement access?
Well, directly beneath the staff room is just the foyer, so I don't think there's anything that interesting in the foyer. We're already in there. So should we just go to the basement?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we gotta pass through the first floor
Yeah,
anyway,
yeah.
so we might as well see if we notice anything on the way down. Well, hold on. What's the map? What do we cross through to get to the basement?
I mean, should
So
we just
we-
check out all the rooms?
What are we in right now?
The staff room.
We're in the staff room, so we have to go through the office and storage, through the bar, or no, through the vestibule, back to the restaurant, through to the stairs. Okay, so I mean that's the path we're making our way towards the basement, right? Okay, so just in case anything happens in the campaign, so the first room we have to pass through is the bar.
The bar.
Well, the office and storage, actually, first.
Well, that's where we are, right?
No, we're in the
Or
staff
staff.
room.
I'm sorry, office and storage is where we pass through first.
Anything weird in there?
Where?
The office
In
and
the office
storage.
and storage room. Just I don't know what encounters we'll face.
So the office is one of the few fully functioning areas in the clubhouse. There's a window on the south side which offers natural light. There's also a small desk that sits against the south wall, while a larger one stands 3 feet from the west wall. Both are covered in painter's drop cloths. The desks have high-backed leather chairs behind them, similarly covered with drop cloths. Roll me spot hiddens if you're looking in there.
We gotta pass through, so
Regular pass.
I fail.
Regular pass.
I think I got a hard pass or an extreme. Yeah.
That's probably not good. Oh,
Some sanity.
Spot hidden pass hard, you said?
Like the best you can get.
So you see what would appear to be somebody get up off of one of the chairs just because of the way the drop cloth moves and the way it like turns a little bit. But you don't actually see a body. You don't see. You just notice.
Like the evidence.
You just notice it looked like if somebody was to get up off of one of them, that's what it would look like.
Oh shit! Freaky.
Now I need listens checks out of everybody. And Tara
I rolled
can
a 1.
roll it with
You wanna
advantage.
save it?
So roll it twice and take the better since you passed your spot hidden and your senses are alerted.
Can I save my 1?
I hit 100.
All right, roll the other one.
Yeah, I actually
Good
passed.
time to give you an
Oh,
advantage.
geez.
8.
Just
All right.
normal pass.
Regular pass.
I got extreme.
I rolled
Pass.
a 1.
All right, so those of you who passed, you think you hear something, but you can't quite make it out. Those of you that got hard or better, very faintly you hear, yes.
What?
Well, I think we're going in the right way. The right direction.
Sure.
So those of you that heard that, roll me a d4.
Yeah.
So
That heard it clearly.
The hard passes.
The harder, better. Yep. So those of you, I mean, the rest of you heard something, but it was inaudible to your beautiful ear holes.
1.
All right, lose 1.
I lost 1.
Right on. So, are we continuing? Moving on.
Was there anything else in the? Did we find anything in the desks?
Did you want to go
Yeah,
to
I
the
wanna look in
desks?
the
Yeah, I'm just announcing what rooms we're in. Well, after just whatever you guys want to do, go ahead.
I want to check out the desks. Desks? No.
The desks all appear to be locked.
Or do we have the keys for them in this giant ring of keys?
Would you like to try them?
Yep.
You do not have the keys.
Thank you. Does anyone want to try and break into the desks?
Just roll for one of them.
One rolls for one rolls for the other.
I regular pass.
This is to lockpick.
Fail.
All right. To get in, you need a hard, so it's a little too difficult for you. These are moderately advanced locking mechanisms.
Do you want to shoot it?
Do I? Not particularly.
Just pry off the wood at the top.
We could do that, or we could just tip it. No, I don't know. I think we should keep moving. We heard
Yeah, let's
noises
keep
and
moving.
scratching, and then we had the arrows are pretty much telling us where to go.
All right. What room is next?
Next room we have is the bar, and that has no adjacent rooms to it.
So
It's-
the bar is unfinished and essentially empty. It just acts as a corridor between the office and the vestibule.
Vestibule's next.
yeah, the vestibule is a straight shot through the bar to the vestibule.
All right, so the vestibule is a little bit more than just an access point to the kitchen. It's dedicated wooden shelving lines the southern wall, awaiting cutlery, glassware, napkins. Otherwise, it's empty.
Okay, so
There is a hatch in the ceiling, which does provide access to a crawl space that looks like it would run above the entire floor.
So the eastern doorway leads to the kitchen. Now there's a northern doorway on the vestibule that leads to the
Does
restaurant.
anyone want to go into the crawl space?
Crawl space.
Yeah, the hatch that goes up to the crawl space.
That's a good idea, but we've been pretty much directed to go downwards.
Yeah, but
I
it's
feel
a
like it's a way to
ghost
get-
directing us
I
down.
feel like it's a way to get your face eaten. Does anybody else have? What does everybody want to do?
I'm just following the crowd.
Okay. Should we just keep going until we get to pretty much wherever the ghost was telling us to go? Or whatever the hell
Can I
it
just
is?
pop my head up into the crawl space and look around?
Uh-oh.
It doesn't open.
Oh, okay.
All right, so if we want to get down to the second floor, we're going to have to go through the restaurant/ballroom. And I take it that's where we're going?
Yep.
Okay. Restaurant/ballroom. It's a very much more open space than the rest of the rooms. And I don't know if Kyle has any descriptions or...
So let's see here. when you guys are walking down the hall, I'm about 5 feet past the library before you get to the ballroom/restaurant. You are stopped dead in your tracks. What you see is not only terrifying, but it is mind-boggling. Above the polished dance floor and centered between 4 floor-to-ceiling columns, a huge host of chairs, tables, toolboxes, drop cloths, and other detritus spins slowly and silently in midair with this weird effect provoking a D4 roll out of my whole squad.
Detritus.
1.
Is it that plus something?
Nope, just that.
Fuck. 3.
3.
I did roll a 3 too.
What is this one for? It's
Wait, what is your sanity star?
Sanity.
Constitution?
You should have it.
I totally forgot to.
Does it not? It doesn't give me sanity. Yeah, whatever your power is.
Power is.
Does anybody want to roll a spot hidden on this?
Sure.
Yep.
yes.
I rolled a 7, so extreme.
Actually, regular.
Yeah, I got a hard pass.
Hard
Yeah.
or better? Roll me 1 plus a d6 of sanity loss.
Jesus.
Regular rolls.
4.
A regular roll is nothing. So you notice an edge that swells and sways between and beyond the 4 pillars, sticking to the outside walls. Are you guys going into the room to investigate this further? It appears to be some kind of like bubble or something around these chairs and in between the pillars.
There's floating chairs. I feel like we should investigate.
I'm going to investigate.
All right, how are we investigating? Are you walking right in, like?
I'll lead the way into the room.
I
Alright.
am right behind her.
All right, and what are you walking up to the chairs? Are you going around the edges of this bubble thing you can see?
I'll circle it.
All right,
Around it and look at it.
I'll walk straight in.
into the chairs. Or are you following Bonnie?
I'll walk in like 10 feet into towards the center.
Okay. So you've got about 2 feet before you cross into the pillars, which would be where the bubble is beginning. This
Can you
blobbing.
can we roll an occult on it to see if we know anything?
You can roll occult or Cthulhu mythos.
Regular occult.
Oh, not even close.
Hard occult.
So you're not quite sure, but it seems to be almost like some kind of like other dimensional like effect.
Uh-oh.
Actually, it's probably an extreme occult for me.
Then you definitely know this is some kind of other dimension interacting with ours.
It's an interdimensional portal or something.
So are all these things we're seeing maybe remnants of the past or future?
I mean, the best you guys can tell, this is these are all toolboxes and stuff that are modern to the time.
And there's a bubble.
It's like they're contained in a bubble almost is the best way to describe it.
It's a
okay.
portal.
A bubble of stuff.
It's like a bubble, like if you blew a bubble, and then in the middle of the bubble, all these chairs and tools and shit are floating around.
Can I
Totally
poke it with
portal.
my machete?
You want to poke the bubble with your machete?
Yep.
You can.
What happens? I'm not going into the bubble. I'm just poking my
No,
machete.
nothing.
Okay. I'm gonna shoot it back
It
up.
goes in.
Is there anything at the in the center?
Yeah, the chairs and
Would our
Okay.
characters know what a portal is or no?
no.
That's what I thought.
I mean,
This is weird. You feel the ballroom? We're in the
From the
There's an
library.
interdimensional portal.
This is the restaurant / ballroom currently.
Big bubble of floating objects.
All right, are
I
we
say
going?
ignore it. I just say fucking ignore it. Let's keep going. We've already seen a bunch of weird shit already.
Nothing,
nothing
else
new.
comes up, we can come back.
Yep.
All right, where to next?
Downstairs.
So, adjacent to the restaurant / ballroom is pretty much the only pathway to the stairways. On the way to the stairway is a door leading to the library / meeting room. It's about a 14 by 14 room. So it's not very big, but that's the only thing that we're passing on the way to the stairs to the first
So the
floor.
door to the library is closed. So you'd have to open it if you guys want to look in.
Opening it.
And try the door
So
handle.
the instant you turn the handle, the door like flings like 3/4 of the way open. So they don't open all the way, but they're like
Like a crack. Like a-
yep. So there's enough room for 2 people to walk through, but they're like
I'm just gonna
Oh.
glance inside. What do I see?
roll me a glance.
I mean, I'm gonna look.
Ooh.
Is, hard pass.
So the library is dark. You could gather there's probably a light switch on either side of the doors, but it's a little too difficult for you to see anything inside. But I would like to point out that the doors are acting very weird, almost like they're magnetically opened.
Like you can't budge them. Nothing.
They'll move a little bit, but
Go back to.
they go right back to that same exact spot.
All right, I'm not gonna go in, but I'm gonna reach in and turn on the light.
You have to go in to get around the doors to get to the light.
I can't. So if the door opens this way, I can just click my arm in. can't
If
I?
you had like a 9-foot long arm, you could do that.
You
you
can
wanna
use
try that
my
on that
plunger
door?
if you want.
You want to try to reach around that door
What a plunger.
to the wall on the other
Look,
side.
the door opens that way. You just walk over here to this side.
It's double
The light
doors.
switches on that
Plunger
side.
wouldn't reach.
You said there's one on both sides.
Oh, okay.
I had a double.
Well,
So you'd have to go to the
this
end
is
of the
like a
door
first
and like
move.
reach and
Well-
flip the dupe.
This map seems inaccurate. Then it seems almost like there's double doors, not a single door.
Yeah, there are double doors. The map is
Oh, so they open like this.
Yeah,
Yes.
so that that wouldn't be possible to reach through.
All right, let's throw a stick of dynamite in, and then I'll light up the place. Do we have something? Fuck, I don't want to go in
I
there.
have matches.
I'm
No
not-
dynamite.
No. We could just light something up. No,
No,
we'll
I
hold
say-
that place down. That's a bad idea.
I think we should just keep going.
I don't want to go in the library.
I feel like you go in there, you're never coming out.
Does anyone else want to go in the library?
I'll go with you.
I will go
shit,
in the
alright.
library.
All right, library.
all right. Marching order.
I'll go first.
I'll go-
Yeah, okay.
Second or third.
Actually,
Well, I'll go
you
in the
should
back.
go first because you have the plunger.
About to lose 3 members.
I don't care. Sure, I'll go first.
I'll go second.
I'm
Walk
gonna go
me
second.
through how you're entering the room.
At least one.
Oh,
Plunger
fuck.
first.
Yes. Wait, which plunger?
The plunger or you're the plunger?
Let's do the
Walk in
plunger.
there with a pimp walk.
It seems a little menacing. I'll give a plunger to her.
The actual plunger?
So when the plunger
Hold on a
crosses the threshold of the door, it is yanked out of your hand and pulled through the library into the shadows.
Yep, not going there.
No, great
It took my plunger. The plunger.
Only.
Great.
You just walked right in there.
Abort. Mission abort.
I'm
I'm
glad we
still
tested
tempted.
the waters.
All right, so past the library is just a curving stairway down to the first floor. I assume we're going there. The stairways lead to.
So we are leaving. So out of the darkness, you hear Spasiba.
That's good. Good job.
Spasiba?
And it wasn't even a whisper. It was
I shouted at us.
Does anyone?
just like not a shout, but just a
Talk.
Can we roll a cult on that or something? I don't know. What
you
that
can roll
It's
language.
a language, but it's other.
I speak other languages. Nope, I don't. Not this one.
I have
Language is it?
26.
I have English.
I got a 1. I'm gonna attempt this.
I rolled
have
an
1
86.
for
It's
language
so
other.
difficult not to
Try.
actually say what
Yeah,
it
Wait,
means.
so if I have an 80 on English,
You know that it's not English.
that's all I know?
Yep.
Okay, cool. I'll roll for it.
Do the other one.
Extreme.
So there's language other. Do you have that?
You know it's super not English.
Let's
What's your
go.
other language?
I regular pass my other language.
It sounds like maybe a language from the Balkans.
I rolled a 78 on a 1, so I'm just gonna assume that it's a word I'm not smart enough to know.
You're like, that was just a fart.
That was just a fart.
I rolled an 81, and it sounded like a different kind of noise.
Okay, so leading down from the stairs pretty much takes you back to the foyer.
Back to the foyer.
Or the
Foyer.
What?
We'll come back for the
Foyer.
There's so many ways to pronounce it, and I don't think anybody knows the right one.
Only the
Foyer?
French.
It's foyer. That's pronounced. The foyer.
So now we're downstairs.
Looks like we're back where you started at the entrance / foyer, which is adjacent to the hall. That's the only other place, or the exit outside.
So we have to go through here to get to the stairs down.
Yes. If anybody wants to kind of acquaint
They-
themselves,
I think
with
they
kinda,
have-
We have one.
Oh, you guys
I
know
don't.
one?
I can't see, so.
Yeah. So we came through here, back down here, and down
What's
here.
our next location we'd like to visit?
Well, to get through to the basement, we're gonna have to go through the hall and through the great hall to find the staircase, according to these map layouts. So, and that's realistically, that's like the only option we have. There are a few rooms to see on the way, but it's pretty much a straight shot. Does anybody want to wander?
You know what?
Is there a room directly underneath the... What was the room upstairs that we'd gone in that said go down?
The office and storage, right, Kyle? Was with the
Is
chalkboard?
there a room directly underneath it?
The entrance / foyer.
Is there anything else in here if we check this place out?
You've checked out the foyer.
Okay.
It checked us out, probably.
Move to the hall.
Roll me a spot hidden while you're walking down the hall.
Hard pass.
All of us, or
Yeah.
We're off of extreme.
Nope.
Pass.
Hard pass.
regular pass.
How much sanity?
So those of
Major
you that
fail.
passed, up ahead of you, you see a blobby, glowing, like apparition kind of form and come out of the wall and walk down the hallway away from you and then towards where the basement is and then just kind of vanish again.
Well, we gotta go that way, man.
Let's go
We gotta go that way.
One plunger down. We have
All
to
right.
come back for it.
And that is it for the hallway. What's our next deposit?
The Great Hall is the. We can go to the golf shop.
No. Wait, do we want to check? No.
I kinda want to check out the golf shop
Let's
just to
do
see
it.
if something will happen
Something will probably happen.
in the golf shop.
All right. The golf shop has the same painted walls in as the hall and the foyer. The floor is bare and the room has no light fixtures, just wire hanging through a hole in the ceiling. 2 windows at the southern side and one on the eastern side of the room provide all the light. One long oak shelving unit has been attached to the north wall that extends from floor to ceiling. An ornate desk is pushed to the southeast corner and piled high with cardboard boxes containing golf balls, books on golf, golf shirts, caps, and even a few pairs of golf shoes. 3 golf bags with clubs lay stacked beneath the desk. So shortly after you guys step into the room, you can hear barely audible scratching. A moment later, the scratching gets louder. It's kind of like it's more like a squirrel trying to like run up the, like it's struggling to get up.
Does it sound like it's underneath the floor?
You can't really tell where. The scratching soon becomes incessant, getting louder and louder. The sound is definitely coming from the northeast corner, but there is no immediately visible cause. Finally, the scratching is so loud that you almost feel like you need to cover your ears. And then, just as abruptly as it started, it goes quiet.
Oh, like straight up like a record scratch.
The place is now just in a stunned silence.
Back out of here, I guess. Just back out
Do
of
we
here and
want
head
to check
back.
out the northeastern corner?
We've already seen a whole bunch of weird shit going on here.
Roll me a spot hidden, Bonnie.
Fuck. Hard pass.
Bonnie has seen sights
Oh,
of
that's unfortunate. Roll me a d20.
Oh no.
2.
Nice.
Maybe.
Lose that much sanity.
Yeah, thank God.
Obscene.
You see an X deeply gouged into the oak floorboards. The X shape is not new. There's enough dust and debris that have settled into the grooves. It suggests that it might even be decades old.
X.
It's just carved into the floor.
And they're deep scrapeses. Yeah.
I'll walk over and poke it with my machete.
It's a wooden floor.
Oh. And there's no like tiles that'll come up.
You want to pry them up?
Yep.
There's a toolbox in here with a hammer sitting on top of it.
Yep, pry up the tool, pry up the floor.
Roll me a strength.
Ah, that's why my is. Oh, I got 60 strength. Ooh, hard pass.
Yeah, you spend about 5 minutes prying up the floorboards to discover the horrifying, terrifying floorboards below. You see the roof or the ceiling of the basement, and then a couple beams holding up the floor.
All right, basement. Let's go to the basement.
So we leave the golf shop back to the hall, which means we have to go through now to the Great Hall. And that's a long passageway that leads to another exit and to a stairway. Both of them are at the far end of the hall.
I need everybody to roll me a listens.
Hard pass.
Hard fail.
Fail.
Failed pretty hard.
Eli, roll me a d4.
Damn it.
Bonnie's just going nuts.
So
on here with no
acute.
dice.
3. I lost more on this than the D20.
Lose half of that.
Okay.
Is she just going crazy because she hasn't had some D in a while, like, or what?
So as you're
Alert.
passing, as you're
Alert.
passing by, you know, or passing through the hallway,
Yeah.
you hear the words uttered very quietly, kind of whispered in your ear. Never meant ease and ace.
Never what?
Never meant ease ace.
Never meant.
They sound to you. They sound like broken words. But that's
The
the
last two have to
portions
be
of the
short for
words
something else.
that you could make out.
What could ease and ace be short for?
I think Never and Meant are still incomplete, too. I think it's throwing us off. But I don't know if we have time to worry about that. We gotta keep going.
Yeah, I'll think about it as we walk.
So, at the very end of the Great Hall, there is what appears to be an exit, at least on this map. I don't know if that's true.
That is an exit,
And
yes.
then to the left of it is a stairwell down.
To the basement.
Yep.
And then
Is that where our hearts desire?
Yep.
the basement, the first room that you come into is a storage room, which is a very large room, 28 feet by 40 feet. About as big as the ballroom.
Did I give you guys the map for the basement?
Yep.
It's
on
part of the
the-
level here. It's not a very detailed one. It's
Okay.
just another floor plan. But it's about the same size as the, if not a little smaller than the restaurant / ballroom.
All right. Let's see here. Oh, that's why you're not supposed to get this map.
Whoopsie.
That map you're supposed to get. My map is more better.
You see like a glimpse of
So you guys come down the stairs into the storage area. This is the main storage area of the basement. It runs the entire width of the clubhouse, north to south. The building's stone foundations from the north, west, and south walls. On the east side of the storage area, a series of rooms have been constructed out of wood, accessible through simple wooden doors. The area is filled with a huge collection of boxes, crates, and canvas bags, variously containing golfing supplies and goods for the golf shop, kitchen utensils, pots, pans, glasswares, and other items destined for the restaurant. Tablecloths, towels, and napkins are just about anything else that the golf course might require.
I'm sorry, I might have not heard it, but light. Is there light here?
Did we flip on the light switch when we
Is that
came
what we
in?
did, or did we?
Turn on the
Flip the light switch on.
That's what we did. I mean, that's what you're describing. We saw. When
Yep.
the lights go on.
So the moment everything is illuminated, you notice everything down here is covered in thick frost.
light. Is it cold?
It is. By the time you hit the floor, your breath is visible, and there are clouds of frozen moisture. The basement is literally freezing.
Does the moisture seem to be? I mean, not moisture. The frost seem to be thicker in any areas, like an origin point.
Say that again.
Does the frost seem to be like thicker in any areas? Like
No,
an origin
it's
point?
equally covering everything.
Well, shit. Things are starting to get real. Do we do
Roll
any
me
response to this?
survival, everybody.
Holy shit, I passed.
Fail.
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 Survival
Pass.
isn't my strong suit.
So you two very quickly realize that the temperature down here can be very detrimental to human condition. Frostbite is a realistic possibility, as well as hypothermia and potential other issues with prolonged exposure to this level of cold. You would predict that it might be negative 40 degrees Fahrenheit.
Jesus.
So we have 5 minutes.
Maybe come back with some snow gear.
No, but we are directly below where that those arrows were pointing. We are directly below it in the basement. This is the room to be in, if anywhere. Does anybody want to risk it and try to hold out here in this room
So-
for a few minutes?
Who has anything medical?
I do. Some have first aid of 50.
If anybody wants to roll medical to figure out how long they could survive down here in this
First aid
cold,
by the medicine.
I have a
Either
first
or.
aid- I have
Idea.
a first aid of 70.
Yeah, you should roll it. Couldn't just be
We
one
all
person.
roll or just one person?
everybody can roll it.
Ooh, wait.
And I roll a 75. Sad.
Well, 99.
Chance success.
I was like, we're fine.
So you think that you guys, at the absolute most, could have 2 hours down here, at the most, as long as you're keeping active and doing your jumping jacks and stuff.
I would like to relay that to the group.
Okay. Then it's up to you guys. Do you say we should take a chance and poke around down here?
I think we should make sure the door doesn't get
Yeah, we should
Locked on
bar
us.
the door. We should
prop
hold the
it
door
or some
open.
or hold it or I don't know, have
We
watch.
have the chain in the car. Is there a way we could just tie it open?
I just say remove one of the boxes.
Sure.
What is it you're trying to do?
I'm trying to keep the door propped open or something.
Oh, you just don't close it. It's not spring loaded.
Yeah, well, we're not stupid either. Like
There's a lot of weird stuff around.
inexplicable frost, tables floating in the middle of the air, like voices. Yeah, we're not taking chances, buddy.
I'm gonna stay.
I'll be
out.
honest. If something wants to close the door, it's
Yeah,
gonna
I'm saying
close.
that's why we put a big ass crate, and if they can still close that door, then we're fucked. Then we just gotta accept our fate.
Well, that-
No, I'll just convince it I'm the deity.
That's what. Yeah, no, I still hold out. for
I'll
that.
I'll let you guys do what you want to prop the door open. Are you doing anything? Are you investigating this storage area at all?
Kyle didn't give me it.
Sure.
Next time.
Roll spot hiddens.
Let me have one to save it for that.
Fuck, 98. I
Ooh.
finally didn't see something.
I'm probably gonna
Regular.
Oh, it's really cold down here. I see
hard
frost.
pass.
Normal pass.
Regular too.
Am I fucked?
Roll a d20.
Nothing significant in here.
So that didn't do anything.
Okay, so there are 3 doors that are leading from this room. And they are all on the far end, I suppose, from the stairwell. They are on the far end of the left side of the room. All 3 doors are located there. Do we want to pick one?
Sure.
Are we aware of this house layout? I guess I
Maybe we
apologize if I'm being too meta.
Yeah. You guys are. You can kind of figure out. You're all
Maybe
relatively
we should go to
intelligent.
the boiler room and try to start some heat down here.
That would be an idea. That's unfortunately the very farthest room in the house, which is the left.
Through the other.
So we came in here, so
We can get there through the eternal.
the external access.
External access.
I read it
slash-
as eternal too. Did you read it as
That's what I
eternal?
thought it
Yeah.
was.
I
did
have.
too. I was
think-
like eternal access. I was like,
a little bit.
ooh.
We have a few minutes. We could probably split up.
Let's not split up. We have to huddle for warmth.
So I want you to be descriptive with what everybody's doing down here. So take your time and think about your movements.
There's an electrics and telephone room there's a wine cellar, and there's an external access room. Those are immediately available to us. I personally have a. Let's see, where is it? Electric. I have an electrical repair skill of 40. I've got various mechanical skills. I mean, I might be of use in the electrics and telephone room.
The external, or what is it? Is it
External access.
That is directly underneath the rooms that the arrows were pointing to.
I have a
going down
mechanical
from.
repair of 55.
So I think we should go that way. Should we look around the storage room at all first? We don't have that much time, so maybe we should just go for where the arrows were pointed. Which are the?
I think at this point we should almost go back up, and then warm back up, and then come back down.
We haven't been down here very long.
Okay.
Well, yeah, I suppose how long have we been down here?
All right, electrical room.
Yeah.
Try that
External?
first. I'm all for going to the boiler room, but I mean, I could try that other room first and see if I can.
Oh, the
fix some stuff.
electronics?
Yeah, because I've got some electrical skill and mechanical skill.
What is that going to do for us?
Oh,
Let's
maybe
go
we
look,
should
check
explore
it
the
out.
rooms.
Me too.
Sure.
I'm gonna open that door.
So this is the electrical room, right?
Yeah.
So this small room contains a series of large electrical junction boxes and smaller telephone access points. A vast array of thick insulated wires and collapsed bundles of inner wires snake up from the electrical boxes, while a much smaller set of wires rises up to the ceiling from the telephone access point. Each of the large electrical boxes displays bright yellow painted words warning live electricity. Anyone want to open any of these electrical junction boxes and play with the wires?
Yes.
So-
Wait. Hold on. What would I have to roll if I did?
Electrical repair.
So it says warning on them.
It says
No,
warning
okay.
live electricity.
I'm good.
So many of the boxes or many of the wires that you guys see going out are labeled external main generator backup. One of the boxes is empty, so if somebody does want to make electrical repair roll on it, they can.
I have advantage on them. Can I do that?
Yeah.
51. That's probably not. Okay, so that's better. Hard pass.
All right. So you are able to account for all of the rooms of the clubhouse, tracing the wires up. They all kind of run up into the ceiling. However, there's an additional electrical supply line leading out the front center of the junction box and continuing through a drilled hole in the eastern stone wall. This is the only set of wires that do not travel directly into the ceiling for distribution elsewhere.
That's the one that's going to the back generators. Can I assume that?
No, there shouldn't be anything on the other side of that wall.
Oh, it's the other way.
Maybe we should cut it. Or follow it. That's
Why don't you hit it with your machete?
No.
I'm gonna fall.
It's a good idea. You should do that.
Don't tempt me.
Either of us with electrical repair skill would
it's
we be able
going
to
out of-
determine why in the hell this would ever be happening?
It's going out which wall?
It's powering something behind that wall.
Which wall is it going out of?
The back wall.
So southeast, northwest.
Which way are we
outside
facing?
of the basement or into the wine cellar?
Not outside of the basement.
Okay.
Okay, so it's to the east.
Towards coal pit? That way?
To the east, so where there's no rooms to the
Yeah,
east.
there's nothing. Well, this would be straight into the friggin' ground. Like, it's got to come out somewhere, but. Oh, how about we. Okay. There's a chord. Can we do a listen to see if it sounds like there's like hollow space behind this wall?
If you do me an extreme listens, I will let you
to like
do that.
knock on it or
We'll
something.
take a listen. Fuck. 90 listen.
Nope.
It sounds like a pretty solid stone wall to you guys.
All right. Well, we gotta keep moving because we're freezing our butts off.
Let's get to the boiler room.
Yeah. So we're going to go back into the storage room, attempting to go to the external access room.
External access room. Simple room. It provides access to the boiler room, which is also in the main storage area. Let's see here. You can also get to the clubhouse's exterior through a heavy steel door on the south wall.
What's the clubhouse's outside?
Yeah.
It's like a cellar door.
Oh, so we could go to warmth.
The packed earth floor near the external door is damp from rainwater seeping under the door. A large collection of gardening equipment, hose, rakes, and so on. Some heavier tools, pickaxes, shovels, and a few bags of grass seed, and 2 brand new wheelbarrows dominate the northern side of the room. There is otherwise nothing of interest to you
Can I
here.
go test the door to the outside?
Yeah,
It sounds
Does it
dumb.
move?
it feels metal.
Does it open?
Yeah.
Okay.
This may sound dumb, but my guy's a little wary. Can I grab a shovel?
Yep. It does a D6.
What's on the other side of the door to the outside, to the exterior?
A staircase upstairs.
Oh, okay. Is there a light switch?
It's just a short staircase up to an open nothingness.
Oh, is it warmer on that side?
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to leave the door open.
Okay.
Boiler room?
I assume so, yes. That's the last room that we have left. Or, well,
We haven't checked
second
the
to
wine
last.
cellar.
The wine cellar.
But the furnace room is as far as we can go into this basement. And the external room doesn't give access to
All right, the huge furnace and adjacent boilers provide hot water to many of the radiators situated throughout the clubhouse. A large cold water pipe cuts in through the wall on the south, and an intricate system of plumbing provides cold water to the mansion. Let's see here. Yeah, the furnace is currently off. All 4 walls of this room appear to be thick stone.
The furnace is off?
The northern wall, however, is unlike the others. It is whitewashed. If you guys would like to make a spot hidden roll, you sure can do that.
Regular pass.
Regular.
Regular pass.
That was karma right there. Unfortunately.
Only regs.
Yeah.
Alright.
But did we all get
Got a
regulars?
hard.
Ooh, all right. Hard's good. You notice that the whitewashing was cleverly done to cover up a rebuilt section of the wall.
Oh, shit to the
Closer examination reveals that a door leading north once stood in this corner.
shovel time.
Show time. It's hammer time. Actually, we're in the boiler room. I have a mechanical repair skill of 75. Is there a chance I could get this boiler running?
All you gotta do is flip the switch.
The switch.
Yeah, she
Flip
kicks
the
on.
switch.
She kicks on, starts humming.
Okay. I suppose we should probably check the other room in a little bit, see if this fucking works. Is there any noticeable warmth after a little bit?
In the boiler room, there is.
Okay. So we're right now we'd be okay staying in here for a
Yes.
little bit, extended period of time?
Yep.
Okay. And then so shovel time?
Yeah, let's try to get through the wall.
It hurts like a motherfucker when you hit that stone wall with the.
Alright, well it's too strong for the shovel, man.
Well, I have the
Shotgun
Laser.
it is.
Down, let's shoot the fucking thing.
Try my boot knife on it.
Is there like a?
There's
Can I
something
check out this wall to see if there's a
There's
way to move it? I don't know, or a trap or a secret door. Or
You want to
something.
push on it?
Yeah.
fucked up here. There's
Roll
something
strength.
missing.
Push on the door
Ooh, extreme.
or the wall. It feels quite thin, actually. From, maybe like it's shoddy brickwork or something.
I'll use my death ray.
Hold on. Hold up. I feel like there's something we're missing here. Can we double back to the wine cellar?
We didn't check out the wine cellar.
I'm thinking wine cellars, big casks, big things, easily to hide stuff or secret passageways from all the RPGs I've ever
Well,
played.
because there's a wire running that way, and yeah. So essentially,
This is unaccounted for.
this is
Look,
a room. There's a room right
This
here.
unaccounted for space in this map. This is the only spot that is
That's-
just blank.
there's a room
There's
there.
clearly something here. So, should we at least check out the wine cellar to see if there's?
Yeah.
That way we'll have said that we pretty much checked out every room.
Well, this wall is thin, so I don't know if we could get through it somehow.
Like if
Wine
something-
cellar going
Yeah.
in?
Like to attempt to.
Yeah, it's open. Go ahead and roll listens, whoever's going in there.
Yep. Hard pass.
Nope, hard fail.
No, I just barely fail though.
So those of you that passed, You hear a thrumming or humming coming from the northeast corner.
That's
Sorry,
this corner.
southeast
Oh,
corner.
that's that corner. Go check it out.
The rest of you definitely hear something humming.
It's over there.
Yeah, what are you doing? How are you checking it out?
Let's see if there's. I'm gonna push on it. See if there's a way to get through.
It's pretty solid stone there.
Okay, hold on. Looking at the room. Dusty?
No, it's full of casks and stuff. Like they're getting ready to open the clubhouse. There's
Bummer. Anything...
there is, however, a mist starting to, swell around your ankles and stuff, obscuring the floor below you.
Damn it. I have no idea what's coming, but it just doesn't feel good. I got a bad
It's
feeling about
probably
this.
from the heat on the frost.
Maybe. Could be.
Bonnie pulling her brains out,
Or
not just her
hands.
boobs.
Brains and muscles.
Yeah.
I suppose we got to continue to search for maybe is there some door, or can we do a spot hidden or anything like that to search for?
I'm gonna look for secret doors.
I suppose, yeah, trapdoors.
Roll spot hidden.
Extreme.
Huh. Hard pass.
There are no trapdoors or secret passages in this room.
All right, well, we know for certain.
What about the boiler room? I feel like there's got to be a secret door in there.
Everybody else is back there.
It's a really thin wall.
If that wall felt thin, I'm gonna shoot
So
at it.
those of you who are in the boiler room,
Oh, I thought we all.
who?
I thought we all went to the wine cellar. Did we not?
I don't believe so.
Oh, I guess I thought some of you stayed in the
Did
boiler
some of you
room.
stay in the boiler room or want to?
I followed
You
you.
could
guys.
pretend that I did.
You're dead.
Oh, I'm dead.
All right, back to the
Boiler room.
Kind of dead.
back to the boiler room. What's the marching order going in?
Can I lead the way? I want to lead the way. I'll lead the way.
Bonnie,
I'll go
where are you
second.
leading the
Roll me
way?
spot hidden, Eli. Bonnie, I mean.
Fuck! It was almost really good.
90.
My spot is 80. And I rolled a 90.
That's unfortunate.
I'll go in second. You want a spot hidden out
I
of
don't
the
know if any of us.
Just the first one. All right, what are you guys doing in the boiler room?
I would like to set up my laser.
Set up your
Definitely.
laser.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm shooting it at the wall that's thin.
Roll your firing.
Oops.
Can I look around for trapdoors?
Is there any chance I could just see, like, I'm done with this investigation? I was leaving. I'm just done.
Hard pass.
All right.
And let's.
Roll some damage.
Uh-oh.
The whole place is gonna come down.
I know, something's going to come out of that wall.
Well, no, it's not. Probably a support wall. So
Wait. That's probably where he is, though.
let's hope we don't kill him. All of a sudden we see a
He's
body
like,
part.
he's like listening. He's like, is there someone there to save me?
8 heat damage.
All right, so she blasts the wall with her laser cannon, and it knocks like a circle chunk out of
Laser?
I'm gonna
A
run
death-
up and look inside
have
the
a death
circle.
ray.
part of the
other
pulp,
side.
pulp bit.
Oh, you got the, like, the whatever, the...
I have a weird science death ray.
I'm gonna look through the
Nice.
hole.
You're gonna look through the hole.
Yeah, I'm good at that.
little holes. We're just good at filling them.
No, not good at that.
So you can see down to the right, just a little bit. It looks like there's 2 feet laying on a cot.
Guys, there's somebody in there. Does it look alive?
It looks like 2 feet laying on a cot.
Blast it
How
again.
big is the hole?
Does anybody have, like, anthropology to figure out if these are human feet?
They are human feet.
Can I check this whole wall for any trap secret passageways to open?
You're looking through the secret passageway.
Yeah, this is the secret room that we're looking into.
Yeah, but I mean a way to get into there.
You're
The
looking
hole-
at
the
it.
hole that
Crawl
we
through the
made in
hole.
wall.
Is it big enough? Is it big enough for
No,
somebody to crawl?
it's like the size of a golf ball.
Oh, okay, can we, like, start tearing at the wall? I've got a shovel. Okay, it's like...
I mean, there's pickaxes and shit. If you guys want
Yeah.
to tear the wall down,
Go grab a
you can
pickaxe.
I think
take.
there's
You can
enough-
take half an hour.
Deal.
No, well, it's cold. Remember?
No, we're in the first room.
Yeah, you guys are in the furnace room, so
Oh, it's fine?
yeah.
I can blast again, or we can.
I'd save the ammo.
Yeah.
I'd say we go grab some, just whatever equipment that could bust through stone, I guess.
Oh, wait, how many rounds a minute can you shoot with that thing?
I have 8 charges. I used up 2, so I have 6 left.
Would you
6
rather?
permanent. That's all you have left.
No, and then I have to recharge. So like now I have 6 left.
I don't want to waste them.
I don't either.
I think we get the pickaxes. What do you think?
Sure, I'll help.
So clearly, there's somebody in here. I think this is who we're coming for. So let's get this guy the fuck out of here. I mean, for all we know, that's what's happening. You know. Like,
Yeah.
Like, oh man, there's a person. We finally found a person, a body appeared. So yeah, let's fucking go for it.
All right.
I'm gonna start.
Yeah, you guys can hammer it open. You guys get the wall down, and it's very apparent that there's a man. You can see like knees to feet laying on a cot next to the door. Are you going in once the wall's down, and who's going in first?
Dibs.
Yeah.
I'm really gung ho about this.
I love it.
Do I get to roll spot hidden?
No, the first thing you notice when walking through the room is 2 cots, opposite them holding the bodies of 2 large, strange men.
2 what?
2 large cots, yep.
What a cot.
Like shitty little beds, basically.
So this is 2 cots or 3 cots?
There's 2 cots.
Okay.
Dominating the southeast corner of the room is the source of the thrumming, a strange machine unlike anything you've ever seen before. Slumped over what appears to be a control panel of some sort, full of knobs, dials, and switches, is the body of Arthur Macmillan. His ram's head cane at his feet.
The body of Arthur Macmillan?
Yep. He's slumped over the controls of this machine.
How big is this?
Does he
machine?
look alive?
You're looking at an unconscious, as far as you know, body.
Slumped
Can I go
over the
check his
control.
pulse?
Are there screens like TVs? Like
No,
monitor?
there's no screens or anything like that.
Can I go see if he's alive, see if he's breathing or has a pulse?
Yeah, tell me what you're doing.
Go run up to him and see if he has a pulse. Checking the throatsies.
Can I see your character sheet, please?
Fuck!
Really? Is that happening? So he's the evil
You just passed
person.
this down, okay? People's.
People systems.
Oh, we're gonna get the big reveal here.
This isn't good. I touched the body. That's my fault. I shouldn't have done that.
Oh, did you just get zapped to death or something, or what?
Kyle did say he was going to kill me.
I'm gonna kill you tonight.
I'm so
Goes back?
looking forward to seeing what happened.
So you see your beautiful friend Bonnie run up to Arthur and reach around to touch him, and as soon as she touches him, her body drops to the ground, completely lifeless.
I would like to run up to her and try to do first aid.
Can I see your character sheet?
Yeah.
Tell me how you're doing it.
If she's on her back or side or
She dropped face down.
so, I would like to flip her over and try to see if she's breathing, and if she isn't, you know.
Can Maxwell from the background kind of be like, put on some gloves?
I have an idea that hopefully doesn't involve dying.
Who said I died?
I actually might have an idea what happened.
So you lean down and like flip Bonnie over, and you're just kind of like,
I wonder what he wrote on yours.
you're like, oh, why do I look like a boy?
Me?
Knew it.
I mean, I do look like a boy, but that's what happens to me or to
Yep.
I'm not. I'm sorry. Can I just toss my shovel on the body to see what happens?
Which body?
Just whoever's on top. Whoever's on top.
Arthur is slumped over the machine. Bonnie's on the ground, and Susie just flipped her over and is like,
Or actually, no. I'm
So
gonna.
like I feel like a man.
well, you're like, why am I dressed like this?
Oh. Okay.
I'm gonna, like, pancake flip him off the machine. Is that possible?
Yeah.
Does anything happen to me?
No.
All right. Can I? How big is the machine?
It's, the size of 2 tables or so.
Okay.
Is there any kind of cord or wiring, attaching it to anything?
So, if you're looking at the machine now that Arthur's off of it, there's it looks like a big on and off button right next to each other. Excuse me. With wires running out of the machine to the cots that these guys are in. So it looks like the cots are maybe some kind like electrically charged somehow.
I have I don't know. I guess that's mechanical repair, but I guess if there's big on and off switches, we don't need that. I was just gonna see if there's any way to determine if I can figure out what the hell this machine might even do or how to operate it safely.
If I was awake,
Roll mechanical repair. I'll let you roll it too once you've figured out what the fuck's going
How to
on.
like peer at it. And
Do I get advantage still? Right?
Yeah.
Mechanical? No, you won. That's not going to do it. 81. That's also not going to do it. Is this like public information or no?
Not yet. It's not even information to you quite yet.
Okay.
So Arthur, is it Arthur? Yeah. Macmillan's body is on the ground next to you guys. Blue is going to notice his hands start to move a little bit. He kind of opens his eyes. And he looks at Blue and he's like, what happened? Where am I? Who are you?
Who looks at blue?
Arthur. Did you do this to me?
No, we discovered you. You're in the basement. You're in a secret room of the basement of your golf club. That
Who are these men?
They're friends of ours. We got commissioned to come and find you. You've been missing for almost a week.
A week? Oh my god. Is my wife okay? He's gonna get up and kind of. He looks a little worse for wear. He's gonna grab his cane and. Who are the men on the? Who are these sleeping?
we were gonna ask you that.
Why are they here?
It's the last thing you remember.
Coming into this room, that's all I remember.
Now
I feel like I've been in a dream roaming these halls, and
that's all well and good, Mr. What's his name? McMillan. But how exactly did you get into this room?
under the staircase there's a door, a button I found. I pushed it, and the door opened, so I came back here. And I found these two, and I don't know. I must have passed out on this machine or something. I don't know. Well, let's get these two off here.
Psychology. And if he's
Blind the whole
lying.
time?
He's too confused to even know, himself.
You notice the body on the ground in front of him.
Not yet. So what's our move? Somebody wanted to
Is
roll.
Bonnie awake or
No, Bonnie is not breathing.
So
That's not true. Bonnie's breathing, but she's...
can I help her or not?
Well, I mean, as far as you can tell, she's fine.
She's not okay.
She's just not awake.
And there's how many other people in here?
So there's the two guys on cots, and that's the only other people that you guys don't know. Somebody
they're
wanted to mess with the
asleep, or
machine.
what?
It looks like it, yeah, like they're unconscious. They're hooked up to this machine.
Jake goes to seduce the body.
Can we figure out how to shut the machine off? Or is it even on?
So it's on. It's all lit up and beep, bop, boop, boop. And there's a big green button and a big red button.
All right.
How crazy can I get right now?
Well, I'm assuming that we took pickaxes to
Strange
get
fit of
this
rage.
wall down.
My shovel.
Yep.
So I'll just take the
I just start
pickaxe
smashing.
and
I smash good.
smash it on the red button.
Yeah, the machine turns off, goes quiet. The guys don't wake up. Bonnie's still out.
How am I? Don't know what I'm. You know. Is it hitting me? Because that would change how I would act.
So, Bonnie
Yep.
is now being played by Susie Meyerson. Susie's also being played by Susie.
How? Oh. Yeah.
What?
So, outside of game, these guys were messing with ethereal what is it called? What's the name?
Light.
Somebody help me out here. Where you're casting your consciousness into
Astral projection.
astral projection. Yep. And while old man was slumped over the machine, he accidentally hit the wires and was projecting with these guys. And when you touched him, it pulled your consciousness out, and when she touched you, it transferred to her.
Wait.
So now 2 people living in one body.
Yeah.
Wait, so I have Susie Meyerson in me, and I'm still in me?
No, you are in Susie Meyerson, and she is in Susie Meyerson.
And there's no one in Bonnie.
And there's no one in Bonnie yet.
Oh,
Fuck. Touch me again.
terrible.
Well, I mean, so do I
we'll
know
touch you,
the,
alright.
like?
So,
Oh my God, can you-
okay, back into the game. You guys, your players don't know this, all right? So, Bonnie's gonna like open her eyes and look over at the machine, and you can tell like there's kind of a flash of anger on her face, but then she's like, "Oh, hey guys."
Oh, hey, guys.
Can I just say a word and see what happens?
Did we complete our did we find him? The man we were looking for?
Am I Bonnie now? Too?
Well, Bonnie is inside you. You are Susie right now.
Yeah,
Bonnie
but, like-
hasn't figured out how to take control of your body yet.
Can she not see the guy right there?
She's not looking over there.
So I'll be like, look right there.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, all right.
Um,
Well, we should get him home.
ignoring the wacko that just woke up. Okay, so with mechanical knowledge, could I appear to look at the machine and see if there are any sort of like coordinates put into this thing, or any sort of location
Roll me mechanical repair. I need a 1 out of you.
What? Give me your 1.
I can help you.
That one I rolled a while ago that didn't do anything, can I give it to
I will let
All right.
I will let Anastasia's character give you her advantage on this roll.
Okay.
What's the advantage?
You roll twice.
Let
You
me
get to
blow
roll
on the dice.
twice.
Let me blow on the dice.
But I can't help.
Kyle, if I get a 1, no matter what, you have to honor it. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, that's 29.
It's close. You're only 28 off.
I roll them again. They knocked
That
out.
was 1.
Roll them again. They
No,
fell out.
I didn't pass.
So whatever this machine is, it is significantly more advanced than anything you've ever seen.
Okay.
It's
I can't, like,
it's
make heads or
flirting
tails of it?
on like 50 years in the future type of
I
technology.
can't make heads or tails of it.
No.
Okay. Is it just like an iPod on a table? Like-
Only 50 years.
Okay, fine. I'm sorry. Fucking, what are they called? Laserdisc.
So, unless you guys want to stick around, you can take Arthur home.
I feel like it's time to.
Can we turn the machine off before we do touch any more people?
Blue turned it off with a pickaxe.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I must have missed that. I'm sorry.
I could
Good.
try to turn
Good
it
on ya.
on with a pickaxe.
They have no idea that I.
Yeah.
Leave Bonnie McMurray
We don't know
with
how it
us.
works. Could be the way to turn it back on.
Oh yeah, Bonnie's acting weird, but you guys have no reason to suspect anything.
Act weird anyway.
Like she just got fried and maybe
Yeah, like, huh?
cooked her nipples a little bit.
Now just give me a new character to play as pretend Bonnie. Let me play as the person.
Oh,
who's
don't
in my
worry.
body.
I have plans for you.
Good.
Bonnie, how are you feeling?
Great.
You have any crab-like thoughts?
I could go for some crab. So, are we sticking around to investigate anything else here at the golf club? Or would you like to go home to Mrs. McAllister?
I mean, Mrs. McMillan. Wait, McAllister? Who's?
Or,
there's so many-
sorry,
Macmillan.
Macmillan, yeah.
Sorry, there's so
These
many
damn
mix.
Scots.
So many mix. They're dated. Can't keep it straight. Yeah, we should probably get out of here. And then should we like pause it there?
So when you guys leave the room, you hear a voice. Wait. And then one of the two guys on the bed gets up. He's like, "What? What?
Big X time.
Where? What did you do with? What'd you do with Lackey?"
Does that sound like a name, or does
Yeah.
that sound like just a weird word?
A name.
Okay. You say wacky or blackie?
Lackey.
Oh my god.
I genuinely, I'm trying to clear it up. Wacky's a weird name for a
So
person.
unless you guys try to stop him, he's gonna run past you and out that exit and get the fuck out of there.
I got a shovel still.
Trip him up.
He's not attacking us.
No, he's just trying to get past you.
You ain't going anywhere, buddy.
Yes.
He's not.
No, I'm
he's
serious, like,
he's
I'm-
he's gonna keep running. He's not gonna stop.
I'm gonna shoot past his fucking head. Like,
He'll-
I'm sick of. I'm like,
Unless you shoot him, he will not stop.
okay, I'm shooting him.
All right, roll your combat.
All right. No, I've had enough of this crap.
Yes, finally someone shot somebody.
We haven't seen any combat this entire session. I'm starting it. Okay, so I have
we
a
attacked the
shotgun.
wall. Anastasia shot it.
So a guy woke up, decided to take off,
Okay, so I have to
and we're
beat.
shooting him.
I have to beat a 40. 40 is my regular, 20 is my hard, and 8 is my extreme, and I do 4d6s, or 1d6, what? It's 4d6 / 1d6.
Depends on your range.
Okay. I completely miss him. 71.
So what actually happens is Bonnie bumps you and knocks your gun sideways. Like she trips a little bit and knocks your gun, and he runs up the stairs and out the.
Oh, okay. Well, now I point my gun at Bonnie for messing up my shot, and
I'll get in the way.
I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna do that shit. No, but I'm just like freaking out here. Like, what the hell is going on?
All right, so you guys get McAllister back, or Macmillan, sorry. We can do some rewards. That was the completion of this mission. You are each paid £500, which is really nice for the time.
Yeah, actually.
And Arthur Macmillan will not talk to anyone about what he experienced.
She's just not told everybody about the times being switched.
Well, their characters don't know.
Yeah.
And you guys are going to meet split personality Bonnie next week.
Well, I don't think this is going to go exactly what I think, but I think I have an idea of what's going on.
All right. Good job. Mission accomplished for now.
I want to like move this thing.
I want to know what happened, Kyle.
I've got some information for one of you tonight after this.
Yay.
It's not Eli. Yeah, thanks for tuning in. We'll be back next Sunday again. Appreciate y'all.